It's time for Game 1 of the Wawasee Boys Varsity Basketball Holiday Invitational on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV. Your Warriors will take on Garrett. This year's broadcast is brought to you by Northern Lakes Realty, Pizza King, State Farm Insurance Agent Dan Buckman, Chubby's Pub and Grub, Syracuse Pizza Hut, Oakwood Resort, Foyle Plumbing, Goshen Home Medical, Sox Marina, Ted Meyer Ace Hardware, Maverick Promotions, Penguin Point, Dynamic Floral, Griffiths Wawasee Marina, and Cedar Stone Children's Bookstore. Now, let's take you to Hardwood Teepee. With the call, here's student Braxton Gray and Coach Kaz Zinal.
Good morning and welcome to the Hardwood Teepee. I'm Braxton Gray, joined along Kaz Zinal, and it's the first game of the holiday tournament. Mr. Zinal, it's good to have you back.
Oh, man, it's great to be back. I loved it. Did you have a good Christmas, Braxton?
Oh, I had a great Christmas. Did you have a good Christmas?
Oh, yeah. Went up to Chicago, visited my son and new baby, and my daughter with her two kids. So 3 of the 6 grandkids up in Chicago. It's a great place.
How many kids mistake you for Santa walking down the streets?
How many? Oh, gosh. Oh, man, I have that Santa hat, and I get on an elevator especially, and, if there's little kids on there, Mom, Dad, there's Santa. And I'll say, have you been good to your mom or your dad? And the parents love it. They go, well, if you're really good between now and Christmas, then we were up there after Christmas a little bit, and I said, now, I'm getting ready for next year. So you know what that means, don't you? You have to be good the whole year. You have to do what your mom and dad say. And so anyhow, yeah, I love it.
So you done traveling for the year, or are you going to keep missing games on us?
Well, I'm not going to travel until spring break. So depending on how we do, as you know, I'm booked.
Yeah.
All the way through January, all the way through February, and then then beginning of March. So we'll see what happens.
But, if we make a deep turn, but I don't think basketball lasts all the way into April. So
no, it doesn't usually.
I don't think you have anything to worry about. But as you know, you missed a lot.
I did.
Last game, Warriors defeated Central Noble. Did you hear about that game at all?
Yeah, I did, and I looked at it online, Wawasee website.
Yeah.
So I breezed through the part of the game, and it was a good game. Well, Wawasee, they've got a great group of kids. You couldn't ask every time we talk to Everingham, he praises those kids, and every time we talk to them, or we have him on that Saturday show, he is a great coach. And the kids he coaches are really great, and they really work hard. Yeah, we haven't got the 20-minute on yet, so neither team is on the floor, so it's going to be a little while. But there they go.
Tournament.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty close.
So before we keep talking, we're going to take a short break, and we have the IHSA Commissioner's Court report coming up next. So we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with more Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Hi, this is Vince Beasley, Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix, and CPG TV is brought to you by Northern Lakes Realty. We are a full-service realty company helping you buy and sell homes as well as assisting you with any other real estate needs. Northern Lakes Realty has a hometown realty team ready to serve you. We are located across from Pickwick Theater in Uptown Syracuse. 574-457-2880 or online at nlrealtyllc.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Pizza King in Syracuse and North Webster, offering pizza, subs, pasta, salads, and more with delivery service. Pizza King in North Webster, 574-834-2565. In Syracuse, 574-457-5446. Or online at pizza-king.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance Agent Dan Buckman. Located behind Syracuse Glass, offering a full line of auto, home, property, business, health, and life insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. 574-457-4807 or online at danforinsurance.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Chubby's Pub and Grub in Syracuse, offering burgers, wings, fries, pizza, daily lunch and dinner specials with a family room. Chubby's Pub and Grub on State Road 13 in Syracuse, proudly supporting our Wawasee Warriors.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you by Syracuse Pizza Hut. Pizza, pasta, wings, desserts, adult beverages, indoor seating for the whole family, online ordering, and all-day delivery in the Syracuse area. Syracuse Pizza Hut, 574-457-8300 or online at pizzahut.com.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly update from the IHSAA Commissioner himself, Bobby Cox. Now for the inside scoop on what's happening day to day with the IHSAA. Here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Bobby Cox.
Welcome back, everyone, to another conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Bobby Cox. Commissioner Cox, hope you had a happy new year. No rest for the weary, as they like to say. You are in Austin, Texas, attending the National Federation of High Schools board meeting, and you have 3 meetings throughout the year, so to say that these are important meetings would be an understatement.
Well, you're right, Bob, and I do have the honor of serving on the NFHS Board of Directors representing Section 4. And at the winter meeting, we always have a board meeting, and that board meeting was today. A robust agenda. The Federation holds 3 different meetings. A summer meeting, which includes the staff and board members from all of our 51 state associations. That's all 50 states, including the District of Columbia. Then we have a legal meeting in the spring, and that includes all the executive directors or commissioners and their attorneys. And we talk about, obviously, legal issues and things that are facing high school sports across the country. But the winter meeting that we're getting ready to go into, and the board meeting we just concluded, this is an opportunity for just the 51 directors around the country to come together to discuss pertinent issues across our landscape of high school sports. And we have a tremendous agenda coming up for the 3 days of the winter meeting. And just a variety of topics that, everything's a little different depending on what state you're in and what your opinion is about those things and how it affects your state. So it's good to get together and have that dialogue and talk about these different topics.
Well, I think a lot of people, number one, don't understand that the National Federation of High Schools is headquartered in Indianapolis. And secondly, I'm not sure they fully understand the scope of what the NFHS does.
Well, first and foremost, the NFHS is a rules-writing body. They write the playing rules for all of our sports with the exception of golf and tennis. So with that function, there are rules-writing committees. Each of those sports has a rules-writing committee. And our staff has served, I've served on them personally, but our staff serves on those rules-writing committees as they rotate through our section. And the 5 states that are in Section 4 are Indiana, Illinois, Iowa, Wisconsin, and Michigan. So we rotate who gets to sit on each of these sport writing commissions. And once they write these rules, then they're distributed. And then each year the rules writing groups get together and they review the rules. They review the case book. They talk about things that have occurred in the sport. And if there are special situations that occur, they write something up about it, put it in the case book. And it's a reference for officials and coaches to come to when things come up in the sport. It's an intricate process, but that's only one thing that the NFHS does. There are a variety and sundry of things that the Federation does in addition to just providing rules support for all 51 state associations. It's a large organization. We're very fortunate that they are housed in Indianapolis. It makes it a lot easier for the IHSA. And we can fully participate in all of their activities.
He's the commissioner of the IHSAA, Bobby Cox. This is our weekly conversation about all things IHSAA related. Can you believe, I'm going to throw this out to you because I know you know this date, but I just want people to realize how quickly in our world things progress. On the 26th of this month is the girls basketball pairing show.
It's just almost hard to believe.
No, it really is.
It just, when you turn the corner after the new year, and I say this every year, it is a mad sprint to the boys basketball state finals. There is something going on all the time, and to even fathom that we're going to draw for the girls tournament in 3 weeks,
right?
It's almost mind-blowing that you can go that quick. You hate to wish your life away, so you want that thing to slow down a little bit. It goes so fast, but there's so many activities between now and then that we're going to be engaged in, and right after we draw that basketball tournament, we're going to start the wrestling tournament in the sectional. So it starts and it goes quick and furious for the rest of the winter.
He's the commissioner of the IHSAA, Bobby Cox. This is our weekly conversation about all things IHSAA. Commissioner, enjoy the new year. I appreciate your time. Best of luck, and have a safe and prosperous new year.
You as well, Bob. Thank you.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Oakwood Resort on Lake Wawasee in Syracuse, offering facilities for family or high school reunions, corporate meetings, parties, and celebrations. Oakwood Resort and their associates support the Wawasee Warriors and wish them well during their competitions. 574-457-7100 or online at oakwoodresort.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Foyle Plumbing in Syracuse. Whether your home or business needs plumbing, heating, cooling, well or septic services, Foyle Plumbing's trained experts can help. Go Warriors! Foyle Plumbing, 574-658-4134.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Goshen Home Medical, offering sports bracing, power chairs and scooters, lift chairs, hospital beds, diabetic footwear, walkers, stair and vehicle lifts, respiratory equipment, and more with delivery. Goshen Home Medical at 1501 South Main Street in Goshen, 574-533-0626 or online at goshenhomemedical.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Sox Marina on the east side of Webster Lake, offering boat storage from any lake, service, and sales. Proud dealers of Trifecta and Misty Harbor pontoons, Polarcraft boats, Mercury and Tohatsu outboards, online at soxmarina.com or at 574-834-2894.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Tetmeyer Ace Hardware in Syracuse, offering steel power equipment, Weber and Traeger grills, Yeti coolers, Tervis tumblers, Lake Decor and apparel, Valspar, Clark and Kensington paint, and hardware items. Tetmeyer Ace Hardware on State Road 13 South in Syracuse, 574-457-8944 or online at acehardware.com.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Welcome back to the Hardwood Teepee. Mr. Zinel, how you doing?
Good, I'm alive.
Yeah.
When you get to be, really old, it's always nice to be alive.
So,
hey, tell me about the crowd here.
It's kind of quiet. We almost have as many Garrett fans as we do Wawasee.
Right, and tell me about what day you thought it was when we came
I
here.
thought it was Saturday. So
Hey, you're not in your 80s yet.
I know. I'm so young.
You're so young. You can't do that yet.
It feels like Saturday. Once you get on Christmas break, you just lose track of days completely.
Hey, won't be long. You'll be back to the grind.
Oh, I know. So, I heard your favorite subject in school is stats. So let's go.
Oh, yeah, right. You're right. I took a stats course. When you're in college and you went to Xavier, and I was sort of like, heck, I didn't know what I want to do. So I went ahead and took what they call their general, diploma thing and took a stats class. And back then, there weren't even any calculator.
Oh, that'd be.
There weren't even any handheld things. That's how old I am. So you had to do everything by hand. And you can imagine, I could do mean, median, mode. But that was about it. And now, oh my gosh.
I know. It's all right there on the
my
calculator.
gosh.
But, we don't need a calculator to break down basketball stats.
No,
so,
we don't. Still.
Let's go ahead and break those down. So coming in tonight, Garrett comes in at 1-7, but Coach Everingham said he is not overlooking the record as, every team they played has been a very solid team. They're averaging 44 points per game. They're shooting 37% from the field. They're averaging 20.7 rebounds per game. And number 35, who is going to be Jaden Brodnax.
Say that again.
Jaden Brodnax.
All right,
Brodnax,
I like that.
Yes. He is averaging 19 points per game. Number 12, Jarrett Bailey, is averaging 12 points per game. And we're in what's called a tournament. So the winner moves on, plays the championship. Loser goes for third and fourth of this game. So in the tournament, we have Lakewood Park. Garrett already played Lakewood Park, and Lakewood Park defeated Garrett 84-81 in overtime.
Wow.
So that could just be kind of interesting to see how that tournament works out. And both teams lost to Angola. So
yeah, that's really an even thing. And I had a good chance to talk to. You want to do that now?
Oh no, we'll wait.
We're gonna wait and do that. You're gonna do that.
We're
after a
gonna
break.
break down Wawasee stats, and we're going to break
all
into time.
right,
Yeah.
all right.
So Wawasee is
You're
coming.
a good leader.
Wawasee is coming in at 4-3, and Coach Everingham said he would like to get these 2 wins to start out 6-3 on the season. Because in 4 years at Wawasee, he has not surpassed the 6-win mark, and he said that is what he really wants to do this year. Coming in, Dukes last game had 27 points. That is big for Dukes. But Coach said he has a hurt ankle, so that might slow him down a little bit. So Miller is averaging 15.6 points per game. Dukes is averaging 13.8. And the big man Hardy is averaging 9.5 points per game. As a whole, the Warriors are averaging 49.2 points per game. They have averaged 23.4 rebounds per game. And they are shooting 51% from the field.
Wow.
So they are shooting very well. And from the three-point line, they're struggling a little bit as they're only shooting 28%. But, in high school, that's not terrible. And they were shooting 64% from the free throw line.
You should do anything above 70.
Yeah, so, we kind of struggled last game, which dropped our percentage quite a bit. But Coach said he definitely has been working on that, and he looks to improve that. But we're going to take a short break, and once we return, then I'll let you talk about your opportunity to speak with the head coach of Garrett. So we'll be right back with more Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Maverick Promotions in North Webster at 611 South Main Street on State Road 13, offering graphic art, embroidery, screen print, signs and banners, promotional products, and imageware to fit your employees or market to your customers. Maverick Promotions is a proud supporter of Wawasee Schools. 574-834-4733 or online at maverickpromos.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Penguin Point in Syracuse on State Road 13. Now offering ham and beans with cornbread. Food for your next party is also available at Penguin Point in Syracuse. 574-457-2287. Coupons at penguinpoint.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Dynamic Floral on State Road 13 South in Syracuse. Offering innovative fresh floral designs for all occasions including 2020 weddings, showers, dinner parties, or any celebration with delivery. A 10-week floral subscription at different pricing levels is also available. Dynamic Floral in Syracuse thanks their clients for helping them grow. 574-528-1713 and online at dynamic-landscaping.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Griffith's Wawasee Marina on the east shore of Lake Wawasee. Family owned since 1946, offering new boats from Boston Whaler, Starcraft Marine, used boats, Mercury outboards, storage, and service. Go Warriors! Griffith's Wawasee Marina, 260-856-2286 and online at wawaseemarina.com.
Broadcasting from Wawasee High School at number 1 Warrior Path in Syracuse, Indiana, We are 93.7 FM The Mix, WRWTLP Syracuse, a Pathways program.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Cedarstone Children's Bookstore in Uptown Syracuse, offering new books, games, puzzles, and other fun gifts for ages newborn to adult, with consignment in the back room. Cedarstone Bookstore at the stoplight in Uptown Syracuse, 574-325-0135, and online at cedarstone.business.site.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Once again, welcome back to the Hardwood Teepee. It's the first game of this holiday tournament. The Wawasee Warriors are hosting Garrett in the first round. Mr. Zinal, I know you wanted to talk about it, so now's your time to shine. What is it?
This was really interesting. First of all, on the programs, we know we're not doing the national anthem yet. First of all, on the programs, they sent last year's. So here I am writing them all down on my graph paper like in the old days, and none of it's right. So then they came in and they got a new they ran off some new ones. They put it all in the computer. And so anyhow, I have the new program and you have the new program. Yep. So that's a good thing. Coach stayed in the locker room. He was really busy. So I got to talk to his assistant, Matt DeWitt, and we talked a lot about the head coach, Lavernitz. He is his third year. He is a teacher there at Garrett. He runs the alternative school. He is from Monticello, and my wife will like this. He went to Purdue. She's a Purdue grad, and then he played at Tri-Lakes. And he said this was the most interesting thing in the interview. He said he was trying to teach his kids to be more feisty, I guess and competitive, and work a little bit harder. And so he said, and he has a great job working. DeWitt has a great job working with the head coach. And then the 3 things.
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the 3 keys for each team.
Three keys. One, they got to score points. He said sometimes they just, their shooting percentage is not where it should be. He said they just got to be able to score more points. The other thing I thought was really surprising is he said we've got to defend against Hardy. Evidently, they were really worried about Hardy getting inside. He said he throws the ball well. He gets guys open, and you don't see that in the stats.
Right.
But I guess nowadays, they have they were able to watch this stuff on.
They have films and huddle.
Yeah. I had to go and get the film and put it in the projector back in the day. But anyhow, I guess all this is on the internet. I'm just kidding.
Now, what's the final key for Garrett?
And then the other final key is play good D. That's huge. He said, we got to play good D. Yeah. So it's going to be a great game.
And your 3 keys for Wawasee is going to be contain 35, who is Jaden Broadnax. But you said he wasn't, well, according to the coach, he's not starting tonight.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's going to be.
We'll have to see.
That's going to be interesting because Coach Everingham seems really worried about him. Yeah. Coach Everingham wants to limit the threes. He wants to make them drive down low and try and score on Hardy. And he wants to make sure everybody's ready because he told me he's in the first half he plans to play at least 10 players.
Wow.
So that's going to be interesting to see what he does with that rotation. I think it's to keep his players fresh because it's a tournament. You have 2 games. You got to keep them fresh in order to win games.
Yeah, well, he and O'Connell do a great job of making sure that everybody, first of all, it's kind of neat. If you look at the roster, the stats that come back, you see the playing time. And, of course, the starting 5 get more playing time than anybody else. But everybody gets a few minutes in there. And that's huge. It keeps everybody fresh, makes everybody, important.
Yeah.
So that's a huge thing.
It may not seem like it, but a minute could be huge for, players and your starters to rest up and get some breaks.
Exactly.
Let's see. I think the national anthem's about to go out. But once again, Wawasee Warriors are hosting Garrett for the first game in the holiday tournament. But here's the national anthem.
Oh, national anthem.
Oh. Welcome back. So that's kind of interesting because it does not even look like Broadnax is here for the Garrett. So that's kind of interesting.
Well, they did not get into that at all, so it's just going to be interesting to see. You've got somebody that's 6'5", and so it's going to be
Yeah, let's go ahead and introduce the starting lineups for Garrett. You want to go ahead and give us starting lineups?
All right, let me see here. I've got starting lineups for Garrett. We're going to start number 10, Jason Bailey. He is a 5'10 sophomore. His brother is a 6'3 senior, Garrett Bailey.
Yep.
Trevor Armstrong is a 5'10 junior. Radcliffe is a 5'10 sophomore. And Gould is a 6'5". That's who I had.
Yeah, 6'5".
Sophomore.
So we still have the lineups, but for the Warriors, it's your same lineup that we've seen. Number 10, Cameron Salazar. 22, Austin Miller. 32, Jack Stover. 34, Dukes. And 42, Ethan Hardy.
You know, one of the things I think is neat is this Bailey and Bailey, a brother. You got a sophomore and a senior that are starting.
Yeah,
for Garrett. That's kind of neat.
That's always interesting. It's always exciting to be able to play with your brother. But of course, jumping for the tip is going to be Hardy and Gold for Garrett. Let's see who wins this tip.
6'5" against 6'3".
Hardy has jumps. Oh, Gold gets a tip, and he gives it off to Bailey, Jarrett Bailey. I'm going to call him by the first name. So that's Jarrett has the ball. He passes it to Jason. Back. That is back to Armstrong. Back to Jason. Jason shoots a three off target. Rebound goes. Ball still on the floor. Goes to Gold. Gold throws it across to Jarrett, and that's going to be out of bounds.
Oh, man. Nice. 2 easy shots.
And they
blew it. We'll take that.
But we got to have better defense there.
Yeah.
So Salazar's going to bring the ball up for the Warriors. He passes it in the left wing to Dukes. Dukes looks, passes it to Salazar, back up to the top of the key, back to Miller. Miller has it, looking for somewhere to go. Goes down low to Stover. Stover down low to Hardy. Hardy wants it, but decides to kick it out to Miller. Miller dribbles around, passes it to Salazar in the corner to Dukes. Down low to Hardy. Hardy goes up, gets fouled, and he misses a shot, but that's what you want if you're a coach.
Man.
Go down low, attack the basket.
Yeah, they're in a 2-3 zone. 3 guys down there, and Hardy's just, as you can see on the screen, just going back and forth, trying to get open. Did not get open the first time. Got open the second time, got fouled. Here we go.
Hardy. First one off target. So first one's off target. There he is. So 35, Jaden Broadnax is checking in. So I don't know if it was discipline reason he didn't start or what was it, but he's in the lineup now. Next one for Hardy is a make. First points for the Warriors, 1-0. Bringing it up court is going to be Jason. Pass it to Broadnax. Back to Jason. Jason's going to dribble up court. Guarded by Stover. Back to Broadnax. Broadnax looking for somewhere to go. He doesn't look 6'5" according to his roster. That ball was tipped by Miller, but Jason gets it. He has it in the right wing. He passes it in the corner to Jarrett. Jarrett dribbles to the top of the key, back to Broadnax. Broadnax has it, shoots a three, off target. Stover gets a defensive rebound. Stover finds Dukes. Dukes is streaking up the court, dribbles up the right side. Tries to go all the way, but the ball is tipped out, and they're going to call it out on Dukes.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons that they have Broadnax at 6'5" is his hair.
Yeah.
He's got, about another 3 inches of hair, sort of like I do. Here we go.
So inbounding is going to be Armstrong. He's going to pass it to Jason. Back to Armstrong, back to Jason. They still have yet to pass half court. There we go. Back to Jarrett. Jarrett has it. Pass it to Armstrong. Armstrong has it at the logo. Pass it to Jason. Jason has it at the left wing. Stolen by Miller as he was trying to pass it to Jarrett. Miller goes up, gets an easy layup. 3-0 the Warriors lead.
Nice shot by Miller. Nice steal by Miller.
Inbounding is going to be Jason. He's going to find Armstrong. Back to Jason. Jason's going to dribble up court. Back to Armstrong. Armstrong's got to cross half court. Back to Jason. Still have yet to cross half court. There we go. They finally break it as Armstrong has it at the right wing. Pass it to Jason. Jason has it at the top of the key. Pass it to Armstrong at the right wing. Armstrong back to Jason. Jason looking for somewhere to go. Pass it to Armstrong. Armstrong back to Jason. Jason wants a three. Decides not to take it. He passes it to Broadnax. Back to Jason. Jason dribbles around. Passes it out. He's going to pass it to Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe shoots a three off target. Big rebound by Hardy.
Whoa, what a rebound by Hardy. Great 3-2 zone by Wawasee.
Dukes has it at the top of the key. Dribbles around. Pass it to Stover. Stover goes down low to Hardy. Hardy wants it again. He's going to go a big off target. Ooh, rebound right off the fingertips of Salazar, and that's going to be Garrett's ball.
Nice shot by Hardy. How much closer at the end, at the girls' volleyball line, or not girls' volleyball line, but at the volleyball line, he shot it. Nice choice of shots by Hardy.
Jarrett has it. He passes it back to Jason. Pass it to Armstrong. Armstrong has it at the left side. Pass it back to Jason. Jason top of the key, guarded by Miller. Miller's getting kind of antsy there. He wants to steal again.
He does, doesn't he?
Jarrett
I love
has it. Back to Jason. Down low to Broadnax. Broadnax spins, dribbles, drives, passes it out to Jarrett. Jarrett shoots a three. Off target. Rebound goes to Dukes.
Oh, man, nice job by Dukes to screen out and get that rebound.
Miller has the ball at the right side of the court. He has 2 points tonight for the Warriors. 3-0 to score. Miller dribbles around, passes in the left corner to Salazar. Salazar wants a three. He misses it, but that's tipped out of bounds by Garrett, and that's going to be the Warriors' ball.
Oh, that's a good job. That was a nice tip luckily a nice tip by Garrett Bailey.
Stover's going to inbound the ball for the Warriors. Look for someone to go. Pass it away up top to Dukes. It doesn't look like the ankle is bothering him at all, but Hardy down low. Once again off the backboard. Nice feed by Miller. Down low to Hardy. 5-0 to score with 4 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
3 points for Hardy.
Broadnax has the ball. He's got to cross half court. Still, there we go. He finally crosses half court. Picked up by Miller. Broadnax drives. Wants to go in the corner to Ratcliffe. That's going to be stolen by Stover. Stover's going to drive all the way coast to coast. 7-0 to score. Timeout Garrett. And we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with more Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Hi, this is Vince Beasley. Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you by Northern Lakes Realty. We are a full-service realty company helping you buy and sell homes as well as assisting you with any other real estate needs. Northern Lakes Realty has a hometown realty team ready to serve you. We are located across from Pickwick Theater in Uptown Syracuse. 574-457-2880 or online at nlrealtyllc.com.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Welcome back to the Hardwood TP once again. Mr. Zino, it's 7-0. You want to talk about what the Warriors are doing correctly?
That the 3-2 zone, they cannot get the ball inside. It's just doing an excellent job. And then with Dukes and Hardy on top or down below, they're not getting very good shots. So excellent defense.
Yeah, so maybe we might have to switch something up. But inbounding the ball for Garrett is going to be Jason. Jason, he finds Bogman. Bogman, back to Jason. Jason looking for somewhere to go. Pass it back to Bogman. Bogman has it left side of the court. Back to Jason. They still have yet to cross half court. There we go. Bogman crosses it. He's trapped by double team, but he goes down low to Jarrett. Jarrett, that's going to be a foul on Hardy as Jarrett went up big, used his body, and Hardy was kind of there. It looked like he shoved off, but that's a first foul on Hardy.
First foul on Hardy.
Inbounding the ball, it looks like it's going to be Bogman. Bogman is going to go up top to Jarrett. Jarrett has it at the top of the key. Shoots a three. Off target. Rebound goes to Hardy.
Oh, man,
what a
nice rebound.
big man rebound
over
by Hardy.
the top of the guy that was below him without fouling.
Salazar has the ball. He hands the ball off to Dukes. Dukes dribbles to the top of the key, passes it to Stover. Stover back to Dukes. Dukes has no points yet tonight. He's looking to get something going. He tries to go down low to Hardy, but that's tipped out of bounds by Broadnax.
Now, it's interesting. Garrett's also in a 3-2 zone. But if you notice Wawasee, the difference, Wawasee really moves in that 3-2 zone, and Garrett is not nearly as fast. Here's what you were talking about.
Yeah,
look at that.
Checking in is Adam Beer and Jaden Boyer, and Beer doesn't really get much varsity time normally, so hopefully he can make a little bit of something happen. Miller has the ball, passes it to Boyer at the top of the key. Back to Miller. Miller has it at the left wing, looking for someone to go. Pass it to Boyer. Back to Stover. Stover down low to Hardy. Picked up, double team. Pass it at the top of the key to Boyer. Pass it to Miller. Miller with the three. That is 5 points on the night for Miller.
Brian, nice shot.
Bogman has it. Passes it to Broadnax. Back to Broadman. Ballman passes it to Jason. Jason looking for somewhere to go. He passes it back to Ballman. Bogman has it. He passes it back to Jason. Jason's picked up by Miller. Miller passes it to Jarrett. Jarrett passes it to Bogman in the right corner. Bogman wants to go down low to Broadnax, but passes it back up to Jarrett. Jarrett has the top of the key. Back to Bogman. Bogman tries to find Jason, and he does, but it was almost a bad pass. Jarrett has it at the top of the key. Passes it back to Jason. Jason back to Jarrett. Seems like the brothers are playing a little backyard basketball here, back and forth. Down low to Broadnax. Oh, that was definitely a charge because he lifted the elbow up on that one.
But I'll tell you, I'm going to give Hardy maybe an Oscar for that. He was just touched. He went to the floor. Good job, Hardy.
Miller has the ball. He finds Boyer. Boyer is going to be picked up by Jason. Jason Boyer's calling up plays, crosses half-court line, looking for someone to go. He finds Beer. Beer is double-teamed right away. He's young, and he's able to dribble out of pressure. Good job by Beer. Down low to Hardy. Hardy's going to go up big off the bank, and that's going to be 5 points for Hardy early on. So bringing it up court is going to be Bogman. Bogman's going to pass it to Jason. Jason dribbling up, pass it to Bogman. Bogman has it the right side of the court. He's guarded by Stover. Bogman getting fancy with the ball, almost loses the ball, but he's able to find Jason. Jason, Miller wants to steal, but he's going to call with the reach-in foul.
Yeah, that was the right call.
12-0 the Warriors lead with 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter, and inbounding the ball for
Miller's first.
Yeah, that was his first
Team's
foul.
first.
Team second. Yeah, because one on Hardy.
Thank you, right.
Jarrett picked up by Miller, pass it to Jason. Jason has it at the left wing, pass it to Bogman. Bogman, pass it to Jarrett. Jarrett shoots a three, off target, rebound to Stover. Nice rebound by Stover. Miller's going to dribble up the right side of the court. He wants it, but decides to kick it out to Stover. Stover shoots a three, off target, rebound goes to Broadnax.
Well, wide open Stover, nice choice of shots.
Broadnax, he's going to pass it to Bogman. Stolen by Miller. The ball's still on the floor. Stover picks it up. Stover's going to kick it up to Boyer. Boyer with the easy layup. 2 points, Boyer.
Man.
First points of the night. 14-0 with a minute and a half left to go in the first quarter.
Nice job. Nice defense by Wawasee. Aggressive. Look at him move.
Yeah, they're moving very good.
Really moving very well without the ball.
Jarrett down low to Broadnax. Broadnax is double teamed right away. He shoots a turnaround jumper off target. Rebound goes to Boyer, and the Warriors are eliminating all second chance points.
Yep, 1 and out for Garrett.
Boyer has the ball. He's going to be picked up by Jason. Boyer dribbles the top of the key, passes it to Stover in the left wing. Tries to go along to Beer, but that's right off the fingertips of Adam Beer. And I think that might be the first turnover.
Yeah, that's the
night.
first one I have for him.
Yep. So Broadnax dribbles. He passes it out to Bogman. Bogman dribbles around, dribbles the top of the key. He's going to pass it to Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe goes to Jason in the right corner. Jason dribbles to the top of the key. 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Are they going to hold the ball, or let's see what they do?
They're trying to get it. They're just trying to get it open. They're trying to find somebody open. And with Wawasee's 3-2 defense, they have not been able to do that.
Jason has it. He has it at the right side of the court. He passes it to Jarrett. Jarrett dribbles around. He picked up by Hardy. Back to Jason. 20 seconds left to go. Jarrett has it. He wants a three, but decides not to take it. Pass it back to Jason. 15 seconds. Jason, pass it to Jarrett. Jarrett in the right wing, picked up by Boyer. Back to Jason. Back to Jarrett. Jarrett has it at the logo. 10 seconds, and we're just going to slow down.
Yeah, they're just, they cannot get the ball in. They're missing the threes. They have not gotten a three-point shot. 14-0, Wawasee over Garrett. 7.2 left in the first quarter.
Checking in for the Warriors is going to be number 14, Caden Welty, and number 14, Justin Castro. So as we see, lots of rotations for the Warriors.
Keep everybody fresh. It's 3-2 zone.
Bogman passes to Broadnax. 3 seconds. Broadnax has to get a shot out. Looks for Jarrett. Jarrett shoots a buzzer beater off target. That's the end of the first quarter. 14-0, the Warriors lead. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with more Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Pizza King in Syracuse and North Webster, offering pizza, subs, pasta, salads, and more with delivery service. Pizza King in North Webster, 574-834-2565. In Syracuse, 574-457-5446. Or online at pizza-king.com.
Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance Agent Dan Buckman. Located behind Syracuse Glass, offering a full line of auto, home, property, business, health, and life insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. 574-457-4807 or online at danforinsurance.com.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Welcome back to the Hardwood Teepee. Inbound of the ball is going to be the Warriors to get the ball, so 14-0 the Warriors lead.
Just good offense by Wawasee. Good choice of shots. Able to get the ball inside. Stover with 5, Miller, Boyer with 2, and Hardy with 5.
So Dukes is yet to get going, but we'd look to see him get going this half as he can definitely take over a game. So Boyer has the ball. He passes it to Dukes in the left corner. Dukes down low to Hardy. No, Castro. back to Hardy. Welty in the corner, off target. Rebound goes to Gold for the Garrett, and they're kind of switching it up. They're kind of going big mans now down low, so let's see if that can help them.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Jarrett has it. He passes it to Broadnax. Broadnax down low to Gold. He passes it to Jarrett. Jarrett shoots a jumper from the right side of the court. Off target. Rebound goes to Dukes.
Well, they're just not able to hit anything, and that was one of his keys. Look at that, score points. They're just not able to yet.
Dukes shoots a three. There it is. Dukes gets his first three of the night. 17-0. The Warriors have kind of just taken complete control of this game.
Yep, absolutely. So far.
Yeah, so far. Broadnax goes down low to Gold. Gold is double teamed right away, and he's going to kick it out. That's going to be Armstrong. Armstrong tries to go down low to Gold, but that's stolen by Castro.
Just good defense. Double teaming underneath it down low.
Welty has it. He wants it. Drives baseline, but he's tripped up, and that's going to be a foul on Gold, number 55.
Well, he had Castro wide open.
Yeah.
Tried to get the ball to him, but anyhow, it was fouled. Wawasee will take the ball out of bounds. Here we go.
17-0, 6:55 left to go in the second quarter. Boys inbound the ball right into Hardy. Hardy spins off, wants the bucket, and goes up big and gets it. 19-0, the Warriors lead.
Hardy's first points. He's got 7 now.
Broadnax ends it to Jason. Back to Broadnax. Jason has it now. Dribbles up the right side of the court. Jason has it. Dribbles. Pass it to Broadnax. Broadnax is going to be picked up by Welty. Cross court to Jarrett. Jarrett's going to be picked up by Castro. Jarrett shoots a three off target. Rebound goes to Hardy.
Yeah, they're not shooting very well at all. We'll take it. 19-0. Wawasee.
Boyer hands the ball off to Stover. Stover has 3 points on the night off 1-3. He tries to pass the ball, but that's stolen by Jason. That's the first point of the night for Garrett. 19-2.
We will take that. Nice steal by
Jason.
But Bailey.
Yeah, Jason.
Bailey of the Jason variety, right?
Boyer has the ball. Goes down, pass it to Dukes. Dukes goes down to Castro. Passes to Welty. Welty to Hardy. Hardy back out to Welty. Welty passes it to Boyer at the top of the key. Passes it to Dukes. Dukes has it at the left wing. Hardy wants it. Decides to go out to Boyer. Boyer takes a three. Makes it. The Warriors seem like they're just hitting every shot they take tonight.
Well, what do you think about the speed of the offense? They're just throwing the ball really, really well around the perimeter.
That's 5 points on the night for Boyer. 22-2. The Warriors lead. Broadnax has the ball at the left side of the court. He's passing it. Passes it in the corner to Jarrett. Jarrett passes it to Jason. Jason passes it to Broadnax. Broadnax looking for somewhere to go. Has it at the left wing. He passes it to Ratcliffe in the left corner. Back to Broadnax. Broadnax is calling out plays, and Dukes is all over Broadnax, making him pass the ball.
Yep.
He passed it to Jason, back to Broadnax. Broadnax, once again, picked up heavily by Dukes, back to Jason. Jason has it at the top of the key, back to Broadnax. Goes down low to Armstrong, back to Broadnax. Broadnax shoots a jumper. There it is. That makes his first shot. 22-4. That's the first points on the night for Broadnax.
Yep. 22-4, Wawasee.
Dukes goes low to Hardy. Hardy spins off. Goes up, decides to kick it out to Welty. Welty takes a three. Off target. Rebound goes to Broadnax. Castro's got to do a little better job boxing him out there as he kind of just, was looking for somewhere to go. They kind of just stood there. But Broadnax was going to find Jarrett, and that's out of bounds.
Look at this.
Yeah, checking in for the Warriors is going to be number 50, Colin Robertson, Austin Miller, and number 10, Cameron Salazar.
You know what I really like is Wawasee's offense, the way they're moving the ball around and really making the Garrett defense, that 3-2 defense, move.
Jason has the ball. He passes it to Armstrong. Armstrong back to Jarrett. Jarrett has it at the right corner. 22-4, the Warriors lead with 4.5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Armstrong has the ball, picked up by Salazar. Armstrong passes it to Jason. Jason's picked up heavily by Dukes. The Warriors are playing very good defense tonight.
Tight defense.
Yeah. Jarrett has the ball. He passes it, looking for somewhere to go. He finds Jason as the ball is almost stolen, but he's able to find Jason.
Look at this 3-2 defense. They're just all over it.
Jarrett has the ball, picked up by Salazar. Back to Jason. Jason dribbles to the top of the key, looking for somewhere to go. He finds Armstrong. Armstrong's picked up right away by the big man Robertson. Pass it to Jarrett. Back out to Jason. Down low to Broadnax. Broadnax looking for somewhere to go, and he has nowhere to go. Man, the Warriors, they're just
tough. Tough D.
Jason has the ball. He hands it off to Jarrett. Jarrett dribbles it up the left side of the court, looking for somewhere to go. The ball is tipped, but he's able to find Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe takes a shot, bounces around off target. Jarrett tried to put it back up, but he's fouled on the putback, so that's going to be, that's going to be two free throws for Jarrett.
Yeah.
Jarrett has no points on tonight, so let's see if he can get something going.
That's the
13th foul on the Warriors.
Yeah, first foul on
that was Miller, I believe.
Salazar.
Salazar. First shot for Jarrett is a make. 22-5, the Warriors lead. So checking in for the Garrett Railroaders is going to be number 20, Caleb Bogman. That next shot by Jarrett was a make, 22-6.
We haven't scored. Well, I guess we got 2 threes and a deuce.
So, inbounding.
We need a score here.
Yeah, we do need a score to kind of keep this tempo of the game
Exactly.
in our basket.
Exactly.
Deuce goes low to Castro. Castro goes up big, and look at that. Castro uses his big body and gets the bucket. First points of the night for Castro.
Get in my way. I'll see what happens to you.
Broadnax has the ball. He passes it to Bogman. Bogman to Jason. Back to Ratcliffe in the left corner. Ratcliffe goes way across court to Jarrett. Back to Armstrong. Armstrong goes down low to Broadnax. Broadnax shoots a turnaround jumper, and that's a make. 24-8. Garrett's kind of getting the tempo of this game going a little bit.
Yep.
But, 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Dukes has the ball, shoots a 3 off target. Rebound goes to Broadnax. Warriors need to slow the tempo down and keep doing what they were doing as they're,
Especially on defense. They just need to keep this defensive pressure up.
Jarrett has it. He passed it to Armstrong. Armstrong picked up by Miller. Broadnax has it. Shoots a jumper.
Oh, nice shot.
There we go. Broadnax is kind of starting to have a game for himself.
Yeah.
That's 6 points for Broadnax.
All deuces, all from inside the paint.
Miller passes to Salazar. Salazar to Dukes. Dukes way across court to Miller. Miller in the right corner. Goes down low to Castro. Back to Robertson. Robertson off target.
Blocked.
Was it blocked?
It was blocked.
Yes.
Blocked.
So Broadnax has the ball. Dribbles. Passes it out to Jason. Jason passes to Broadnax. If I was Garrett here, I'd keep going to Broadnax.
Yeah. Look at they brought Broadnax out to the top of the key instead of down underneath. He scored 6 points underneath so far.
Yeah,
and they pulled him out. I do not understand.
Armstrong has the ball. He's going to pass it to Jason, and that was a little bit of a collision with Castro.
Yeah, but they're both going for the ball. That was a great no
clean.
call. Great no call.
So Trevor Armstrong's checking in for Garrett, and for the Warriors is going to be number 32 Stover, and that's going to be number 12 Lenore. And bounding the ball is going to be Armstrong for the Garrett. He's going to pass it to Jarrett in the right corner. Jarrett's packed up by Lenore. Pass to Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe shoots a 3 off target. Rebound. Lenore. Nice job by Ray to get the rebound. Salzer's going to drive coast to coast. Underhand layup, but that's off target. Rebound goes to Broadnax.
Nice choice of shots. Just missed it.
Broadnax dribbles. Passes it in the corner to Jarrett. Jarrett shoots a 3 off target. Rebound goes to Lenore again.
Whoa. Good job boxing out and nice rebound.
That's something you want from if you're going to get time on the bench, time on the court, you got to show it, and he's showing it so far. Good job by Ray. Miller shoots a 3 of the right corner. That's a make, 27-10.
Well, that's great. Miller's got 5 now.
8. He got 8 points.
8?
Yeah, he has 8 points on the night.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So Broadnax has it. He passes it to Jarrett. Jarrett looking for someone to go. Dribbles. Picked up by Miller. Passes it to Bogman. Bogman tries to find Armstrong, but that's stolen by Miller. Miller behind the back finds Ray. Oh, Ray's just unable to corral the ball, but that's okay. It's a turnover, 27-10 with 58 seconds left to go in the first half. And checking in is going to be Welty for Miller. I like what the coach is doing. He's giving his starters a bench.
Yeah. And he's using everybody.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wants to do.
Everybody's getting a shot at this. And like you said at the very beginning, he's rotating really, really well.
Bringing it up court, it's going to be Jason for the Railroaders. Jason passes it to Bogman. Bogman back to Jason. Jason passes it to Jarrett. Back to Jason. Back to Bogman at the right corner. Way across court. Almost over Jarrett's head, but Jarrett's able to find. He tries to find Welty. Welty gets a steal. Throws it behind his back. Salazar there. Salazar tries to find Lenore, but it's stolen by Broadnax. Salazar gets the steal once again, and Robertson tries to grab the ball, but that's out of bounds.
Wow. That's what you call a backyard basketball. Oh, man, this, tough defense by both squads. And Wawasee, Garrett has the ball out of bounds underneath their own bucket.
Jarrett inbounds to Bogman. What are they going to call? That's going to be a foul on number 14, Armstrong, so that's going to be a turnover. That's a blocking foul on Armstrong.
I didn't even see that.
I didn't either. Yeah, because it wasn't
away
on
from
the ball.
Whoa.
So 27-10, hopefully. Let's go. We got to. There we go. We had to kind of take a break because they forgot to stop. Is that your son on the clock down there? No, that's not. Okay. All right.
Is he doing the clock?
I
Yeah,
don't-
it's him down there, but I don't.
Yeah.
He forgot to stop it?
No, he forgot to start it.
Oh, he forgot to start
Yeah.
it. Oh, he gets involved in the game. Yeah, I can.
27-10, Salazar has the ball. He passes to Welty. Welty back to Salazar. Salazar has it at the logo. I think they're going to hold for the last shot of this half. Let's see. 15 seconds, 27-10. Pass to Lenore. Lenore's double teamed right away. And he just fires a quick pass, and he was looking for Welty, but it was way over his head.
It's all right, 11 seconds. 11.7 to go. 27-10, Wawasee.
Broadnax, inbounding Armstrong, but he
He's
kind of
killed.
rolled it to Broadnax. It was
He's
stolen
killed.
by Salazar.
Oh, man. I tell you, Wawasee is really into getting the ball, making steals. Excellent job. All right, let's see, that's on 35, right?
Yeah, so Salazar, he kind of he ran for the ball super quick and he was fouled.
Yep.
Let's see what he's got. First shot for Salazar's a make.
Got it. Nothing but net.
Nice. So the Warriors so far tonight are 2 of 3 from the charity stripe. Martin Canton's checking in for the Warriors, and he's kind of excited as he's a German exchange student, as we talked about many times. So
that's right.
Yeah, so let's see if he can. Hopefully, it'd be good to get some buckets on the varsity level. Salazar, next shot is
Got
a make.
it.
Nice shot by Salazar. That's timeout Wawasee. So we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with more Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Chubby's Pub and Grub in Syracuse, offering burgers, wings, fries, pizza, daily lunch and dinner specials with a family room. Chubby's Pub and Grub on State Road 13 in Syracuse, proudly supporting our Wawasee Warriors.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Welcome back to the Hardwood TP once again. So, interesting stat for you here, Mr. Zano. The Warriors did not allow any points in the first quarter.
Yeah.
They've allowed 10 this quarter, but they've scored 15 of their own, so it balances out. Inbounding the ball is going to be Armstrong, finds Broadnax. That's stolen by Salazar once again. Broadnax is fouling him all over, and
Broadnax just frustrated.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why he fouled.
Well, he was just frustrated that he got the ball stolen, and that's his third foul.
And Garrett needs him, so Ratcliffe's going to check in for Broadnax. 5.3 seconds, 29-10, the Warriors ball. Welch's inbounding the ball. Look, searching.
Get it in.
There we go. He finds Salazar. 4 seconds. Salazar's double team. He's got to find somebody. 2, 1. He's going to shoot the floater off target.
Close.
That's halftime. 29-10, the Warriors lead. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with more Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you by Syracuse Pizza Hut. Pizza, pasta, wings, desserts, adult beverages, indoor seating for the whole family, online ordering, and all-day delivery in the Syracuse area. Syracuse Pizza Hut, 574-457-8300 or online at pizzahut.com.
Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Oakwood Resort on Lake Wawasee in Syracuse, offering facilities for family or high school reunions, corporate meetings, parties, and celebrations. Oakwood Resort and their associates support the Wawasee Warriors and wish them well during their competitions. 574-457-7100 or online at oakwoodresort.com.
Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Foil Plumbing in Syracuse. Whether your home or business needs plumbing, heating, cooling, well, or septic services, Foil Plumbing's trained experts can help. Go Warriors! Foil Plumbing, 574-658-4134.
Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Goshen Home Medical, offering sports bracing, power chairs and scooters, lift chairs, hospital beds, diabetic footwear, walkers, stair and vehicle lifts, respiratory equipment, and more with delivery. Goshen Home Medical at 1501 South Main Street in Goshen, 574-533-0626 or online at goshenhomemedical.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Sox Marina on the east side of Webster Lake, offering boat storage from any lake, service, and sales. Proud dealers of Trifecta and Misty Harbor pontoons, Polarcraft boats, Mercury and Tohatsu outboards. Online at soxmarina.com or at 574-834-2894.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Welcome back to the Hardwood TP. Once again, the Warriors lead the Railroaders 29-10. Mr. Zino, you just got the official stat breakdown. You want to go ahead and break that down for us?
Let me go ahead and give you Garrett's first. Broadnex has 6 on 3 field goals. Bailey has a field goal for 2. Bailey, that's Bailey of the Garrett variety. Bailey of the Jason variety has 1 field goal for 2, and that's their 10 points. Yeah, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
Wawasee, Salazar, 1 field goal for 2. Miller has 10. He's got 2 field goals and 2 trays. Dukes has a tray for 3. Hardy has 7 on 3 of 4 from the 3 field goals and 1 free throw. Boyer has 5 on. See, he's got 1 free throw, 1 tray. And Castro has 1 field goal for 2 points. Your score at the halftime, halftime. That's the end of the second. They got third quarter up there, see, already.
Yeah.
Wawasee 29, don't get old. Garrett 10.
So, let me see, go ahead and see that stat breakdown. So one stat that kind of sticks out to me is Garrett scored 10 points in the second quarter, but to me it didn't seem like the Warriors scored more points the second than they did the first.
Yeah,
but they did.
They did. They scored, I've got them,
15
to 14.
So that's kind of interesting. I didn't quite expect that, but Warriors have 6 turnovers, and the Garrett Railroaders have 11.
Yeah, well, Wawasee's doing a great job on this 3-2 defense. Holy cow! And Garrett is not doing a very good job of getting the ball. They have Brunix underneath at 6'5", but he's rotating back and forth, and then their shooting percentage in that first quarter, they couldn't hit anything.
23.5%.
Yeah, so
4 of 17.
And the shots they've taken were not all bad. But that's why you play basketball. It's part of the game.
So here's another stat that sticks out to me. They have 2 offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
So offensive rebounds convert to second chance points.
Yeah. And Wawasee's doing a great job with that 3-2 zone, screening out. And we even talked about that in the play-by-play. They're one and done several times. So Wawasee just doing a great job so far. But, the big thing that you want is you don't want to lull. Coach Everingham has to take the kids and say, hey, we've got a good first 2 quarters. Now we need a good third quarter and a good wrap-up of this. So it's going to be interesting to see how Wawasee comes out. They came out really fast.
They did, yes,
and really hard. And then in that second quarter, of course, they were hitting the points. They got 10 points in that second quarter, or 15. Second quarter, much closer to much closer to a
little bit even more of a game.
Equal game. Yeah, I knew I'd think of that.
So we're going to take a short break. Once we return, we're going to talk about what each team has to do to get back in the game. So we're going to be right back with more Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Tetmeyer Ace Hardware in Syracuse, offering steel power equipment, Weber and Traeger grills, Yeti coolers, Tervis tumblers, Lake Decor and apparel, Valspar, Clark and Kensington paint, and hardware items. Tetmeyer Ace Hardware on State Road 13 South in Syracuse, 574-457-8944, or online at acehardware.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Maverick Promotions in North Webster at 611 South Main Street on State Road 13, offering graphic art, embroidery, screen print, signs and banners, promotional products, and imageware to fit your employees or market to your customers. Maverick Promotions is a proud supporter of Wawasee Schools. 574-834-4733 or online at maverickpromos.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Penguin Point in Syracuse on State Road 13. Now offering ham and beans with cornbread. Food for your next party is also available at Penguin Point in Syracuse. 574-457-2287. Coupons at penguinpoint.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Dynamic Floral on State Road 13 South in Syracuse. Offering innovative fresh floral designs for all occasions including 2020 weddings, showers, dinner parties, or any celebration with delivery. A 10-week floral subscription at different pricing levels is also available. Dynamic Floral in Syracuse thanks their clients for helping them grow. 574-528-1713 and online at dynamic-landscaping.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Griffith's Wawasee Marina on the east shore of Lake Wawasee. Family owned since 1946, offering new boats from Boston Whaler, Starcraft Marine, used boats, Mercury outboards, storage, and service. Go Warriors! Griffith's Wawasee Marina, 260-856-2286 and online at wawaseemarina.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Cedarstone Children's Bookstore in Uptown Syracuse, offering new books, games, puzzles, and other fun gifts for ages newborn to adult, with consignment in the back room. Cedarstone Bookstore at the stoplight in Uptown Syracuse, 574-325-0135, and online at cedarstone.business.site.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Welcome back once again to the Hardwood TP. Mr. Zahn, I was looking over the stats a little bit more, so I got a little kind of an interesting stat. Of our roster, 2 players did not play.
Wow.
One of those was due to personal reasons, and the other is due to injuries. So everybody that was eligible to play played that first half.
Wow. Isn't that great? And, I've got, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 people scored.
Yeah.
So, that's moving the ball around. The other thing I thought was interesting is Harding is the leading scorer with 7 points. And, that was one of the big keys.
Now, Miller has 10.
Oh, Miller has 10?
Yeah, Miller has 10.
Oh, let's see oh, gosh, yeah.
Yeah, Miller hasn't missed a shot yet.
Yeah, that's right. I got Miller. Yeah, Miller does have 10.
Yeah,
all right, well, anyhow, Duke has, Hardy has 7, and that was one of their big keys was to keep him out of scoring. So, anyhow, 29-10, 15 seconds to go. Ready to get this third quarter on the way.
What does Garrett have to do to get back in this game?
Well, what Wawasee has to do is just stay with it. What Garrett needs to do if they want to, pull out a victory here is they need to be able to hit the easy shots. You can't shoot, 0.5% and do anything. So, boy, Coach Everingham keeping his kids in a huddle here.
Yeah, he's got to get going here.
Yep, time to get this road on the show, right?
29-10 and getting the ball the start of the second half is going to be Garrett.
We don't want to get railroaded in the second half.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Is that bad?
That was a good one.
We don't want to get railroaded. All right, here we go.
Yeah, and now it's going to be Ratcliffe. Let's see what we got. Taking a little bit of time.
Let's see. Yeah, they're playing with the clock.
Come on.
Yeah, they got 0. There we go. Now we got
There
8.
we go. Let's go.
We have 8 minutes in a quarter, right? Not 0.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Ratcliffe inbounds to Jason. Jason's picked up by Salazar. Jason tries to finds Broadnax. Broadnax down low to Gold. Gold right away.
See?
Easy 2.
Nice shot. Nice shot by
29-10. First points of the night for Gold. Salazar has it at the left side of the court. He's going to be double teamed right away. Finds Hardy, though, and Hardy rips it away from Gold. Gold shoots it across court to Dukes. Dukes shoots a 3, bounces around, off target, tipped out, rebound. Gold as he's on the floor.
Jump
ball, but it's going to be Warriors ball.
Man, that was really a scrum. That was rugby basketball at its finest there. All right, 29-12. Wawasee, here we go. We need a bucket here.
Yeah, Warriors have it. Inbounding, Salazar passes it to Miller to Dukes. Stover down low. Stover wants it. Decides to go up. That shot is blocked by Broadnax.
Legally blocked.
Broadnax dribbles up the right side of the court. He passes it in the left corner to Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe dribbles around. Picked up by Stover. Passes it up to Jason. Jason finds Broadnax. Broadnax picked up by Miller. Back to Jason. Down low to Gold. Gold picked up by Hardy. Back up to Broadnax. Broadnax screened by Gold. Broadnax dribbles around. Wants to find Gold, but that ball is tipped out by Hardy and is stolen by Stover. Stover finds Hardy streaking up the court, and he's fouled.
Oh, what Hardy's doing there. He got the ball right down there on the block, and he's looking around like, hey, somebody foul me. And they did. Let's see, who was that on? It was on 10.
Jason.
Yeah, Bailey.
Bailey. So Hardy is 1 for 2 on the night from the charity stripe. Let's see. First shot's up. Bounces around and make.
That took a long trip there, didn't it?
Felt like it was up there for a couple seconds.
I've got Hardy for 8, and the official stats have Hardy for 8. That's pretty good for me.
Next shot is for Miller. Hardy is a make, and the official stats only have Miller for 8, but our stats have him for 10. So it's kind of interesting. What do you have him for?
I have him for 9.
So 9.
I have Hardy for 9.
What about Miller?
Let's see.
Stolen by Stover there. Sorry, we'll come back to that one. Salazar all the way coast to coast, and he makes it.
Nice job by Salazar.
So that's 4 on the night for Salazar.
Yep.
Broadnax has the ball. He's been picked up by Miller at the half-court line. 33-12, the Warriors lead. Dribbles around. He finds Jarrett. Jarrett has it at the right corner. Passes to Broadnax. Broadnax finds Jarrett. Jarrett picked up by Dukes. Jarrett's looking for somewhere to go. Has it at the top of the key. He finds Bogman in the right corner. Bogman finds Gold. Gold has it at the top of the key. He passes it to Jarrett. Jarrett drives in, shoots a floater, off target.
Jay. That ball did everything but go in. Man.
Miller passes it to Salazar. Salazar goes down low to Hardy. Hardy throws it up top to Miller. Miller wants 3, decides not to take it. Passes to Salazar. Salazar wide open. Off target on the 3. Rebound goes to Jarrett.
Yeah, we don't need that. Pro 3, you don't need that.
33-12. Oh, yeah, you can hear that slap up here.
He was just frustrated by missing that shot. That's one of those things that, if you make it, you go, yes, yes, yes.
20, Ethan Carey's going to check in for Wawasee. And, crowd seems to be happy about that. Ethan Carey's checking in for Jarrett. Ethan Carey's guarded Jarrett. Carey. Oh, right away he gets a foul, and that's not what you want if you're a coach. He tries to get the steal, but he's a little antsy.
That's all right.
So first foul on Ethan Carey. 33-12, the Warriors lead. Inbound is going to be Jarrett. He's going to find Jason. Inbounded to Jarrett, back to Jason. Jason picked up by Carey. He finds Broadnax. Broadnax picked up by Miller. Back to Jason. Jason looking for somewhere to go. Tries to find Gold. Stolen by Stover. Streaking up court's going to be Carey. Carey's going to dribble up. He decides to slow down the tempo, which is good. He's going to pass to Stover. Stover's going to go up, but he gets fouled. No, that's going to be a charge foul.
Yeah, that's going to be a charge. That's right, Cole.
Yeah.
That was a good.
As Coach said, you can't leave your feet when you go up for shots.
Yeah.
And Stover was in the air for at least a couple seconds.
Yeah. That was a good job acting, too, by
Gold.
By Gold, yeah.
Broadnax going to inbound to Bogman. Bogman has the ball. He's going to be picked up by Carey. Bogman dribbles around, looking for somewhere to go. He's kind of trapped there. He finds Jarrett. Jarrett has it at the right wing, picked up heavily by Dukes. Jarrett drives in. He finds Ratcliffe in the left corner. Ratcliffe goes down low to Gold. Gold picked up by Hardy, back up top to Jarrett. Jarrett dribbles around, gets fancy with the ball.
Blocked.
Off target, blocked. I believe that was Hardy that blocked it.
That was Hardy.
Yep, so Carey's going to dribble quickly up the right side of the court, decides to slow down. He's going to find Hardy. Hardy's going to pass it to Dukes. Back to Carey. Carey wants 3, decides not to take it. He's double teamed, but dribbles out of trouble. Pass it to Dukes. Stover has it. Back out to Carey. Carey back to Dukes. Jarrett tried to get the steal, but he was a little late, and Dukes has the ball. Pass it to Carey. Hardy's down low. Look to see him go up. There it is. Reverse layup by Hardy.
Reverse layup. Love it. Love it.
11 points by Hardy. 35-12, the Warriors lead.
Good job, Hardy.
Broadnax has the ball. He passes it to Armstrong. Bogman has it now. Guarded by Carey. Bogman dribbles, drives.
And
blocking foul on Hardy. Blocking foul.
Oh.
It was good. It was good. It was a good call. As Hardy was not sit under the basket.
You're right.
So.
You're right.
Oh no! They're going to call on Ethan Carey.
What?
Yeah, I thought it was on Hardy.
Yeah.
Because Hardy was the one that tried to draw the charge, and they called blocking foul.
Anyhow.
So that was kind of interesting. Interesting.
Put that on replay, will you?
I don't have that ability. So Bogman at the line to shoot free throws.
Yep. He gets 1.
Yep. Oh, let's see. That's going to be the Warriors' ball.
Number 20.
Fouls on Garrett's 35, Jake Broadnax.
Broadnax. That's 4 fouls on Broadnax.
Yeah.
So
he's playing tough. You know, he is one of the guys that, like Coach said, is trying to get these guys to play feisty.
Yeah.
And Broadnax is probably, I would say, the most feistiest player, if you'll excuse that double superlative there.
So Salzer has it, goes down low to Dukes. Dukes shoots a jumper, spins off the back of the backboard, and he made it. So that is
5
points on the night for Dukes. So Bogman
Actually, I
has
think the ball touched the top of the
Yeah,
thing,
I think it did. That's kind of what I was surprised about, too, that they didn't call that.
They didn't call that.
Gold has it. He went up, but that's tipped out of bounds on Miller. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's out of bounds. But, no, they're going to call that. It's going to be Warriors' ball.
Yep, 37-14 Wawasee.
So Miller has the ball. He finds Dukes down low. Dukes backs it to Hardy. Hardy tried to reverse again, but he's off target this time.
Yeah.
Rebound goes to Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe's going to find Bogman. 37-14, 3.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Bogman's going to drive, but he guarded heavily by Miller. Bogman dribbles to the other side of the court. He passes it to Armstrong. Armstrong looking for someone to go, finds Gold at the top of the key. Gold, he passes it to Bogman. Bogman has it at the left wing, screened by Gold. Bogman drives in, shoots the floater, off target, rebound goes to Hardy. Hardy hands the ball off to Salazar. There we go, finds it. Miller in the right corner. Miller wants a three, decides not to take it, goes on low to Dukes. Dukes was looking
nice
for
try.
Hardy. But
Backdoor was there. Pass got blocked.
Stolen by Jarrett. Jarrett dribbles, drives in, shoots the elbow jumper, off target, rebound goes to Miller. 37-14 with 2.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Miller slowing the tempo of this ball game down a little bit. He passes it to Carey. Carey drives, passes it to Dukes. Dukes rips, passes it to Miller. Miller shoots a three, on target. And I don't think Miller's missed a shot tonight.
Jeez.
And
13 from Miller.
Yeah, timeout Wawasee Warriors. So we're going to take a short break, and once we return, we'll be right back with more Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Hi, this is Vince Beasley. Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you by Northern Lakes Realty. We are a full-service realty company helping you buy and sell homes as well as assisting you with any other real estate needs. Northern Lakes Realty has a hometown realty team ready to serve you. We are located across from Pickwick Theater in Uptown Syracuse. 574-457-2880 or online at nlrealtyllc.com.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Welcome back to the Hardwood TP. Once again, 40-14 the Warriors lead, and the Warriors kind of taking a little bit control of this game.
Yeah,
and
you think?
so far this quarter, they already have 11 points.
Yeah, well, they've done a great job. Dukes has scored. Miller has a tray. Salazar has a deuce.
How many points do you officially have for Miller? Do you want to go ahead and count those up?
Yeah, Miller, they're right up there.
They only have 11?
I'm for 11.
Okay, so our official stat sheet was wrong then. So bringing up court's going to be Bogman. Bogman finds Jarrett. Jarrett's guarded heavily by Dukes. Jarrett drives in, stolen by Carey. The ball's still on the floor. Carey gets it, still on the floor. Pass it to Dukes. There we go, slowing the tempo of the game down. That got a little crazy.
Rugby basketball.
Boyer passes to Miller. Miller three in the corner. Once again, 14 points for Miller.
Man.
And Miller's right on target, averaging 15.6 points per game. Hardy has 11. And so, those players are kind of just stepping up big as always. Bogman has.
Well, let's look at his defense. Look at the defense. They're just in their jerseys. Now, what happened here?
Yeah, Bogman shot the shot. Let's see if they count it. Foul. Oh, yep. So they're going to count the bucket. It's going to be an and one. Bogman was fouled on the shot.
All right.
On Miller, second foul on Miller.
So we give that bucket to Bogman.
Yes, Bogman. So Bogman's shooting one. Last time he was at the line, he missed it.
Takes his time.
Bogman up.
Shoots.
Makes it. There we go. 3 points on 9 for Bogman. 43-18.
So that's Bogman's 5 for Garrett.
Yep. Carey has a wide open lane. Takes it. Layup. There we go. Ethan Carey gets the bucket. 45-17. I think it should be 18, but I don't know if they forgot to. Yeah, they forgot to add the Bogman's point. So it should be 45-18. So Bogman has the ball, dribbles, looking for someone to go, drives, passes it to Gold. Gold, he finds Armstrong. Armstrong shoots a 3 off target, rebound, goes to Duke.
Look at that, 1 and out.
That's
one and
yeah.
out.
So
Well, they've been all night.
45-17. Boyer has the ball, dribbles to the top of the key. 1 minute left to go in the third quarter. Carey shoots a 3 off target, rebound, Boyer. Boyer was trying to find somebody, but he was fouled on the shot.
Referee's getting involved. That would have been a good nothing foul. You know,
I
you're
wonder-
up 45-18, you think?
Yeah, because Bogman made that the layup, didn't he? I mean, the free throw, didn't he?
Yeah,
They never counted. They only have him for 2 points. How many? You have him for 3.
I have him. That's right.
Yeah, so they should be 18. I wonder.
You're right.
See
I
if the-
think.
Yeah, so Hardy
Oh.
goes up big, misses the layup, but Miller gets a rebound.
Maybe they didn't count it for some reason.
I don't know why. He made it, though. That's
Yeah.
interesting. Boyer has the ball. He passes to Miller. Miller back to Boyer. Down low to Dukes. Dukes shoots a jumper. Off target. Rebound goes to Gold.
And here comes Wawasee's defense. Look at
Bogman's
his
bringing it up
defense.
court. Bogman picked up by Miller. 45-17. So Garrett's only scored 3 points this quarter.
Yep.
So Bogman's looking for somewhere to go. He finds Jarrett. Jarrett, 18 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 45-17. 15-14, picked up by Dukes. He finds Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe finds Gold. Gold looking for somewhere to go. He finds Bogman. So stolen by Miller. 6-5. Miller, easy layup. That's 16 points on the night for Miller. 1 second. That's going to be in the third quarter. 47-17. We're going to take a short break. Once we return, we'll be right back with more Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Pizza King in Syracuse and North Webster, offering pizza, subs, pasta, salads, and more with delivery service. Pizza King in North Webster, 574-834-2565. In Syracuse, 574-457-5446. Or online at pizza-king.com.
Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance Agent Dan Buckman. Located behind Syracuse Glass, offering a full line of auto, home, property, business, health, and life insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. 574-457-4807 or online at danforinsurance.com.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Welcome back to the Hardwood TP. 47-17, start of the fourth quarter. And so far,
Yeah,
that
just
quarter.
been all Wawasee.
Yeah, it has. In that quarter, Warriors scored 18 points. So that was a good quarter. And stolen by Miller right off the back. Miller goes up big and gets a bucket.
Man.
That's 18 points on the night for Miller. So coming up court is going to be Armstrong. Armstrong is picked up by Miller. Armstrong passes it in the right corner to Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe passes it to Broadnax. Broadnax in the left corner to, that's going to be Jason. Jason dribbles around. He finds Armstrong. Armstrong picked up by Carey. Back to Jason. Jason dribbles, looking for someone to go. Passes it back to Armstrong. Armstrong picked up by Carey. Armstrong back to Jason. 49-17. And Garrett has nowhere to go, and he almost had a backcourt violation there.
Yeah, Wawasee, look at this 3-2 defense. Still.
Bogman passes it to Armstrong. Armstrong is in trouble already, but he's able to rip out of it, and he finds Jarrett.
Look at
Jarrett down low to Broadnax, stolen by Stover.
Just excellent defense. That 3-2 defense is killing them.
So Duke's way across court to Miller. Miller shoots the jumper off target. Miller has 18 on the night, but that's a rebound, goes to Hardy. Back out to Miller. Miller passes to Carey, back to Dukes. Dukes to Carey. Carey back to Miller. Miller shoots a 3. Ooh, that's the first miss of the night. No, the second miss of the night for Miller, and that's a foul. Let's see who that foul was on. 34, that's going to be Dukes. That's going to be first foul on the Warriors.
Yeah.
6 fouls on the Warriors, so one more foul, and Garrett's going to be in the bonus.
6:42 left. Wawasee leading 49-17.
So inbounding, Bogman's bringing it up court. The ball was almost stolen by Miller again, but he's able to find Jason. Jason goes down low to Armstrong. Armstrong back up to Jason. Pass right through Jason's legs. He didn't even try to go back after it. He just kind of stood there and looked at it. Oh, there we go. Stover gets an and one, and Hardy's got to be careful. He touched the rim, and that could have been is that technical if you grab the rim? Or?
Well, you can't. You're not supposed to do it.
Does that be interfering?
It depends on what the referee decides. So let's see, who is that?
Inbounding, checking in is going to be Jarrett
Yeah.
for Jason, and Gold for Ratcliffe.
Jackson Gould for Wawasee, number 44. Justin Castro, number
51-17.
Number 14, Caden Welty.
Welty and Lenore and Castro are all checking in for the Warriors. 51-17, and at the line is going to be Stover.
And Stover's doing a great job tonight, especially on defense.
Shots up.
Sweet.
Oh,
no,
he
out.
missed
in
it.
and out.
Rebound almost to Welty, but it's off his under. Going to stay for Garrett. Beer's going to check in for Stover, and I think the coaches is kind of going to stick with this roster, this lineup for the rest of the game unless something crazy happens because he wants the starters to get rest.
Yeah, and give these guys some playing time.
Yeah, Castro blocked by Gold, so that's going to be Garrett's ball. Garrett's going to pass it to Gold's going to pass it to Broadnax. Broadnax going to dribble up to the left side of the court. Dribbles, pass to Armstrong. Armstrong picked up heavily by Carey. That was looked like a shove off to me.
Yeah, what are they going to call?
They're going to call that on Carey. I don't know. I thought that was a shove off on Armstrong.
Oh, my. Well, anyhow, we're ahead 51-17. So at this point in time,
so
one hand bonus
yeah,
for
Armstrong.
Garrett Armstrong at the line. He has not been to the line. He has no points tonight yet. So dribble.
There we go.
Can add it.
Up and bounce around.
Yeah,
That's a
got
make.
it. That's first points of the quarter for Garrett.
Yeah, and that's first points for Armstrong as well.
Yeah. So pass the ball.
Let's see what Armstrong can do. 6 minutes left to go. 51-18. Next point up. That's a miss. Rebound. Tipped out. Oh, Welty saves it. So
Man.
Beer, good
What a
effort. You know, for
save.
these players not getting much varsity time, they're really showing that they want to this time.
Yeah, well, they want to work. They want to be able to use this time expeditiously.
Yeah, they're not giving up just because the Warriors have a big lead. They're playing their
Right.
hearts out here. Carey has the ball, shoots a jumper. There we go. Big shot by Carey. 4 points on the night for Ethan Carey.
Oh, nice shot.
Broadnax dribbles up the left side of the court. He's going to be picked up by Beer. Broadnax dribbles it up to the top of the key. Dribbles. Passes it out to Armstrong. Armstrong back to Broadnax. Broadnax has it left wing. Shoots a three. There we go.
Got it.
Nice shot by Broadnax. 9 points for Broadnax. Warriors have kind of shut him down for him averaging
Yes.
19 points a game.
Yeah, I've got him for 9.
Yes. So Carey pass it to Ray. Ray has it in the right side, left wing. Pass it to Castro. Carey wants three. Decides not to take it. Passes it back to Ray. 5 minutes left to go. 53-21. Welty has it. He passes it to Beer. Beer, pass it in the corner to Ray. Ray fires it to Carey. Carey's going to call it the travel. Yep, he picked it up. He got a little excited.
Yeah.
And once again, Colin Roberson is going to check in for Castro. You know, if you're a coach, the first game of the tournament, this is exactly what you wanted, and you get to rest your players the whole fourth quarter.
And well, you got a long rest tonight because you got the second game now.
Yeah.
But anyhow, it's
Gold shoots jumper off target. Ray steals it out of everybody's hands right away. Dribbles up quickly off the left side of the court. Fires it to Beer. Nice pass by Ray. Beer turns around. Off target. Rebound goes to Bogman.
it's just a nice job again. Did a good job stealing the ball. Just missed an easy bunny.
Bogman has it. Picked up by Ray. Bogman spins off. Looking for someone to go, but let's see what the foul call is.
Let's see what they call here.
I think they're calling Roberson a blocking foul.
Yeah, a little bit of football action there.
So going to the line once again is going to be number 20, Bogman.
You got to get the right sport here.
53-21. So I'm surprised Garrett hasn't kind of started subbing in a few people to keep their players healthy too.
Well,
but it doesn't look like they have as many as the Warriors have.
They just want to.
Bogman missed it. Rebound for Ray, and Ray's been having a good night on the boards for himself.
Roy's been doing a great job using the time that he has expeditiously.
Welty down low to Robinson. Roberson kind of, I don't know, he's spun around. What would you call that?
I would call that a spin around. As on my way down, I'm going to throw the ball up
and get fouled. Yeah, exactly.
Good job.
So 53-21 with 4:17. Colin Roberson is at the line. Shots up. Oh, right off the front of the rim, and that's a miss.
Nice getting kids in here, though, that don't get a lot of playing time and have to practice a lot.
Yeah, next shot's up and a make. There we go. First points on the night for Robertson. He made the next free throw.
Yeah. Good job.
Armstrong dribbles up the left side of the court. Picked up heavily by Carey. Screened by Gold. Passed it back to Gold. Robertson, easy there. He almost fouled him, but he didn't.
Yep.
Bogman picked up by Lenore. Bogman has nowhere to go. 4 minutes left to go in the game. 54-21.
Wow, look at that. Lenore was got it again.
Oh, yep, he's going to call.
They're going to call foul.
You can't place your hand on somebody and hold it there. But
you can't hold. No holding in basketball.
Yeah. So second foul on Lenore. So Bogman's going to shoot 1 and 1 because that's in the bonus. Ratcliffe, and that's going to be
getting some subs in.
That's going to be number 24, Jacob Moligic.
And they're taking out Brodniks. He's a good player.
He is.
Just one of those things. He's not able to hit tonight.
Bogman up, tips around, rebound goes to Robertson, pass it to Welty. And unfortunately, he doesn't quite have the supporting cast that he really needs. So that's kind of an issue because he can't do it all himself.
Yep.
Ray has the ball, down low to Roberson. Roberson spins, lost the ball, but Beer's right there. That shot's going to be blocked by Gold, and bringing up court is going to be Bogman for the Railroaders. Bogman, 54-21, 3 minutes and 33 seconds left to go in the game. Bogman's going to dribble, drive.
Oh, nice
shot by Bogman. That's going to be a make. Bogman has 7 on the night tonight, as he was kind of just snuck in there and has 7 points now.
Yeah, 54-23, Wawasee.
Carey has the ball, pass it to Welty. Welty, pass it to Carey. Carey wants a 3, decides not to take it. Pass it to Ray. Ray goes up. Off target on the shot.
Oh, what
tipped
a
out by
rebound.
Beer. And that's going to be Carey has the ball.
Nice job by Beer.
Ray has the ball. He passes to Carey. Carey, down low to Roberson. Roberson, passes to Welty in the right corner. Welty wants 3, decides not to take it, dribbles up. And he misses a shot. That's going to be a foul. I believe that's going to be on Bogman, number 20.
Yeah, it's going to be double bonus now with 10 fouls.
Oh, no, that's going to be on Adam Beer. So Adam Beer's going to get the foul call. So Bogman's shooting the double bonus. He has 7 points on the night tonight.
Yeah, this has been a really good job for Wawasee. Excellent defense for Wawasee.
There we go. That's a make for Bogman. 8 points on the night for Bogman. Castro and Welty's checking in for the Warriors. And for the Railroad, number 33, Lucas Swagger.
Well, Lenore doing a good job of kind of telling everybody where they're going to play now. You got this. You got this. Good job by Lenore.
Next shot up by Bogman. Off. Rebound goes to Welty. Big rebound. Nice rebound by Welty.
Nice box out.
Welty passes it to Lenore. Lenore dribbles up the right side of the court. Pass it to Castro. Castro down low to Roberson. There we go.
Nice shot.
3 points on the night. No, that's 4 on the night for Roberson.
Yeah.
No, that's only 3, because he only made 1 layup. So Bogman's dribbling up court. Carey tried to get the steal, but he decided not to. And Roberson is sliding around trying to get the ball, but he doesn't quite have it.
Fell down on the dribble. Gets up and passes the ball.
56-24, 2.5 minutes left to go in this game. Bogman has it. He passes it in the right corner. Ratcliffe shoots a 3 off target. Rebound tipped out by Carey, so that's going to be Garrett's ball. Oh, they're going to call it Warriors ball. Wow.
I didn't see it that way either.
I didn't either. Mason Plasel.
We've got a really good vantage point up here in the Crow's Nest, right?
So Mason Plasel checking in. So that's every single person on the lineup has checked in for the Warriors so far.
That's good, though. That's great.
56-24. Welty has it. He passes it to Castro.
Nice
Castro to
teamwork.
Plasel. Plasel down low to Robertson. That's 5
teamwork.
points for Robertson. So bringing it up is going to be Bogman. Bogman. He's picked up by Roberson way up top as he is 6'4", and we don't really necessarily see him guarding way up top, but Armstrong has the ball. He passes it. That's going to be number 33, Swagger. Swagger passes it to Mulgaric. Stolen by Plasel.
He did.
Yeah,
he moved his pivot foot.
Yep, he moved his left foot a little bit.
When he tried to get up.
But that's okay. He got the steal, so that's all you want.
And you're ahead 58-24, minute 40 to go.
Let's see what we got.
Coach Everingham still coaching. Said, hey, that's okay.
Hey, you never go coaching.
Nope.
Who was
You're
that?
Never done.
Number 30 checked in for the Railroaders. That's going to be Hess. Oh, 3.
He was fouled.
He was fouled, but that was number 4, Gator. Gator shot the pointer.
Come on, guys, don't foul.
That is on Ray Lenore. 3 fouls for Ray, so he's kind of got to slow down a little bit. But he gets 3 shots.
Yeah.
First shot up.
Got it.
Gator makes his first shot. He's only a freshman, Gator.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. He's got a lot of work to do with these guys over this year and next year.
There we go. Nice shot by Gator once again. 2
nice,
for 2.
Nice when you're a freshman, too.
Yeah,
You get to play varsity ball. That's really says a lot.
Next shot by Gator.
Got all 3.
All 3 for
3.
Gator. That's good. That's what you want to. Oh, whoa.
Gator has no 8 on that, huh? Gatorade? No.
Hess kind of thought it was.
That was really bad, too, wasn't it?
Hess thought it was Garrett's ball still, and he inbounded the ball, but it's still the Warriors' ball. So Welty has the ball, passes to Ray. Ray passes to Castro. Back to Ray. Ray's going to dribble a drive. Oh, off the backboard, misses it. Pascal gets the big buckets.
Wow.
There we go. Nice shot by Pascal.
Nice job.
Bringing it up is going to be Mulgaric. Mulgaric is going to dribble up the left side of the court. He's picked up by Roberson. He's going to pass it. Passes in the left corner to Hess. Hess is going to travel. Yep. Good call by the refs.
114. Wawasee
60 to 27.
Say that again.
60 to 27.
Man, what a blowout.
Yeah.
What a blowout. It's a good way to blow out. I mean, I hate to see it the other way here.
Castro has the ball. He passes it to Ray. Ray passes it. Oh, tries to find Welty. Welty. Oh,
out of bounds.
Yeah,
Garrett
barely,
ball.
though. He tried to save it. That was a great effort by Welty. That's exactly what you want if you're a coach.
Yep.
So,
Garrett ball.
Hess has it. He has 3 points on the night on 3 for 3 from the free throw line. He's going to be picked up by Ray. Hess dribbles around. Finds. Oh, he tried to find the cutting Hess, but he's unable to. And Armstrong off target on the jumper. Roberson drives on the jump ball. Dives on the ball. That's going to be a jump ball. Warriors going to get the possession arrow. 60 to 27, 47 seconds. Let's see if the Warriors hold the ball or kind of just see what they do. Welty has the ball. Passes to Castro. Castro almost stepped.
He did.
Yep, they called it. He stepped out.
39.6. What's the score there, Braxton, again?
60 to 27. So,
wow.
Let's see. Let's see who has it. Mulgaric has it. Looking for someone to go. Oh, he tried to find it. Looks like he was going for swagger, but it was stolen by Castro. 28 seconds, Ray. Slow it down, Ray. Oh, he's going to get fouled.
Oh.
Gators gets a foul. 6 fouls, 24 seconds. I look to see the Warriors just kind of hold the ball. Ray has the ball. 60 to 27.
Get rid of it.
Pass it to Pascal. 19 seconds. Pascal's just going to, yep, he picked up by Armstrong. Pascal's holding the ball. He passes it to Welty. 13 seconds, Welty. Pass it to Castro. Pass it to Pascal. Pascal, don't there. He wanted it, but
didn't
but that's a good call not to shoot it. 4 seconds. Ray has the ball. 3, 2, 1. That's the end of the game. 60 to 27. We're going to take a short break. Once we return, we're going to break down the stats, and we'll have the next game on here. So we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with more Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Broadcasting from Wawasee High School at number 1 Warrior Path in Syracuse, Indiana, we are 93.7 FM The Mix, WRWTLP Syracuse, a Pathways program.
Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Chubby's Pub and Grub in Syracuse, offering burgers, wings, fries, pizza, daily lunch and dinner specials with a family room. Chubby's Pub and Grub on State Road 13 in Syracuse, proudly supporting our Wawasee Warriors.
Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you by Syracuse Pizza Hut. Pizza, pasta, wings, desserts, adult beverages, indoor seating for the whole family, online ordering, and all-day delivery in the Syracuse area. Syracuse Pizza Hut, 574-457-8300 or online at pizzahut.com.
Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Oakwood Resort on Lake Wawasee in Syracuse, offering facilities for family or high school reunions, corporate meetings, parties, and celebrations. Oakwood Resort and their associates support the Wawasee Warriors and wish them well during their competitions. 574-457-7100 or online at oakwoodresort.com.
Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Foil Plumbing in Syracuse, Whether your home or business needs plumbing, heating, cooling, well, or septic services, Foyle Plumbing's trained experts can help. Go Warriors! Foyle Plumbing, 574-658-4134.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Goshen Home Medical, offering sports bracing, power chairs and scooters, lift chairs, hospital beds, diabetic footwear, walkers, stair and vehicle lifts, respiratory equipment, and more with delivery. Goshen Home Medical at 1501 South Main Street in Goshen, 574-533-0626, or online at goshenhomemedical.com.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Welcome back to the Hardwood Teepee. Once again, I'm Braxton Gray, joined alongside Mr. Zino, and we're going to go ahead and break down some stats. So, Mr. Zino, leading scorer tonight for, it looks like that's going to be Garrett, is going to be Jaden Broadnax. He only had 9 points. He came in averaging 19 points. So if you're Coach Everham, you're very happy about that performance.
Yeah, and that was one of their keys. They wanted to stop their – they got two guys that are 6'5", of which he is one.
Yes.
And then, Wawasee just did a great job on defense.
Their other 6'5" guy only had 2 points total.
Yeah, so excellent job.
Garrett only had 27 points the whole game. They had 23 turnovers.
Yeah.
23. They had 20 rebounds.
On that 3-2 zone.
Yeah,
I mean, that caused a lot of turnovers. They could not get the ball underneath. They kept throwing it around. Time of possession, I bet, is more toward Garrett of trying to get the ball in. And Wawasee's defense is just really great. Not letting them get the ball underneath for Garrett. So excellent job again for the millionth time. Yeah. Excellent defensive job for Wawasee.
So Garrett was 9 of 32 from the field.
Wow.
So they only shot 28%. So that's good defense, or Garrett just had an off night.
Yeah, well, that's one of the coach's things, though. He said we got to score points, and that was one of his big goals tonight that he was not able to get done because of the excellent defense of Wawasee.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's go ahead and keep breaking down a little bit more Garrett's shots. They had 1 3 on the whole night, 1 3-pointer, and then they had 20 rebounds. And how many offensive rebounds? They had 3 total offensive rebounds. 3.
Wow. So that's good screen out. And and when you got Dukes and you got Hardy, those guys are really good at screening out and stopping, and Miller not letting people get the ball easily.
Yeah, absolutely. But let's go ahead and break down the Warriors stats as we have a couple minutes here. So we have 14 players on our whole entire varsity roster.
Wow.
Every single player had playing time. Guess
Isn't that
how?
great?
10 people scored.
That's great.
10
people
10 different people.
Wow.
And, Everham told me he was only going to play people, not his whole roster.
Well, when you're ahead like that, and these kids, Everingham has said a billion times how hard these kids work and in practice. And he's brought some of those kids that don't get much playing time in. And you can see that they really get a lot of, they really contribute a lot to the starting starting 5,
yes,
and probably the top 7 or 8. They get most of the playing time because they work them to death in practice, and it's so nice for them to get a little bit of playing time here in a 60-27 win.
So the leading scorer tonight was, of course, the senior Austin Miller.
Yeah,
he had 20 points. Ethan Hardy, it looks like he had 11 points on the night.
Wow.
Talk about not just Ethan Hardy and the points, but what else did he do throughout the whole game?
Yeah, well, Hardy's just you got 3 good guys there that you're going to have to defend if you're going to beat Wawasee. You got Dukes, you got Hardy, and you got Miller. And those 3, and then you got other guys
like
that will
Stover
contribute.
that can just chip in. Stover had 2 points, but he had a big game on the rebounding.
Yep. So just again, an excellent job by Wawasee on that 60-27 win.
And they shot 24-48 from the beyond the field. So that's a lot of shots. 48 shots in a high school game, that's a ton of shots.
Yeah, that's a ton of shots.
But when you make 50% of them and you have good looks the whole game, why not take them?
Yeah. It's just a great game.
And 3 points tonight, the Warriors were 6 of 15 for 40%, which overall is very good. And the free throws were 6 of 9 for 66%. And, The largest lead tonight, the Warriors at one point led 53-18, so 35-point largest lead. And, of course, the final score was 60-27. So what did the Warriors do tonight just to win the whole game?
Well, I think the big thing they had was that 3-2 defense. You know, they held them to 27 points the whole game, held them to 0 points that first quarter. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens tonight in the second game. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens here in this in the second game with the Lighthouse Lions and Lakewood Park.
Yeah.
These are two, you know, it's going to be really whoever wins this is going to have a good game with Wawasee tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And just final thoughts on tonight's game before we sign off and hand it mics over to our broadcasting partners. So, Abraham, you want to do an interview real quick? We have time.
Okay.
Yeah, we have time.
We got time.
Yeah, we have time tonight to do an interview. Coach, that was a great first win. The team just kind of came out firing, and you talked about how you wanted to play 10 players, but you just played your whole roster. Talk about that.
Yeah, it was nice to see everybody get in there, and I told the guys in the locker room that it was a situation where when guys went on the floor, there wasn't one player that I felt, oh my goodness, that was just really bad. Everybody went in and did their job, and it was nice to see a couple of our guys get their first varsity points. Colin Roberson is going to be a good player for us in the future. Mason Purcell, who just got cleared to play because of a broken finger, got his first points, and Ray got in there and grabbed some rebounds in the first half and did a nice job for us. So it was an all-around good team win. We didn't have to. It wasn't a nail biter like we're used to. We jumped out to a good lead, and I was really proud of our guys' patience, just rolling over these guys kind of slowly but surely.
Yeah, and it's a morning game, which is kind of always tough to get going right off the morning. But talk about how this game is going to put lots of momentum coming into the championship game tonight at 7:30.
Well, we obviously have an advantage because we're at home, but just looking down here, looking at Lighthouse, they have some talent. And they've had some success getting the teams sped up. And I like where our team's at, but if we don't handle the ball against both these teams, it could be a very interesting game. But the Garrett game, the biggest thing, we didn't have any lulls in our intensity, even though the other team really didn't come out ready to play. I think their coach would tell you they just didn't come out ready to play. We took advantage of them.
And, just a final question for you tonight, Coach. You had 10 players score. Talk about how that just kind of helps your players that don't necessarily get that playing time. They come ready to play, and they really played everybody played their heart out the whole game.
Yeah, I thought, again, we had planned. We had a scripted substitution pattern in the first half. So I even told you before that we're going to get a lot of guys in there. People just need to do their job. So when you play 2 games in one day, it's really important to get rest, and so, our top guys, Austin played 21 minutes. Right around 20 minutes for Keaton and Ethan Hardy. So it's nice for them to sit back and cheer on their teammates like their teammates cheer them on most of the time. So all together, a very good first game. But I can tell you that the feelings about today and how we're going to feel at the end of the day is going to come down to the second game, not the first game.
Absolutely. So once again, that's Coach Abraham. We'll see you later on in the championship. Ms. Zinal? So once again, that is the Wawasee Warriors. They defeated the Garrett Railroaders 60-27. We're going to take a short break, but once we return, we will have Rhett Koblenz alongside Ryan Lockhart, 2 former students, and they're going to call the Lakewood and Lighthouse game. So we'll be right back with more Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Sox Marina on the east side of Webster Lake, offering boat storage from any lake, service, and sales. Proud dealers of Trifecta and Misty Harbor pontoons, Polarcraft boats, Mercury and Tohatsu outboards. Online at soxmarina.com or at 574-834-2894.
Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Tetmeyer Ace Hardware in Syracuse, offering steel power equipment, Weber and Traeger grills, Yeti coolers, Tervis tumblers, Lake Decor and apparel, Valspar, Clark and Kensington paint, and hardware items. Tetmeyer Ace Hardware on State Road 13 South in Syracuse, 574-4 457-8944 or online at acehardware.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Maverick Promotions in North Webster at 611 South Main Street on State Road 13, offering graphic art, embroidery, screen print, signs and banners, promotional products, and image wear to fit your employees or market to your customers. Maverick Promotions is a proud supporter of Wawasee Schools. 574-834-4733 or online at maverickpromos.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Penguin Point in Syracuse on State Road 13. Now offering ham and beans with cornbread. Food for your next party is also available at Penguin Point in Syracuse. 574-457-2287. Coupons at penguinpoint.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Dynamic Floral on State Road 13 South in Syracuse. Offering innovative fresh floral designs for all occasions including 2020 weddings, showers, dinner parties, or any celebration with delivery. A 10-week floral subscription at different pricing levels is also available. Dynamic Floral in Syracuse thanks their clients for helping them grow. 574-528-1713 and online at dynamic-landscaping.com. It's time for Game 2 of the Wawasee Boys Varsity Basketball Holiday Invitational on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV. Lakewood Park will take on Lighthouse CPA. This year's broadcast is brought to you by Northern Lakes Realty, Pizza King, State Farm Insurance Agent Dan Buckman, Chubby's Pub and Grub, Syracuse Pizza Hut, Oakwood Resort, Foyle Plumbing, Goshen Home Medical, Sox Marina, Techmeyer Ace Hardware, Maverick Promotions, Penguin Point, Dynamic Floral, Griffith's Wawasee Marina, and Cedarstone Children's Bookstore. Now let's take you to the Hardwood Teepee for Game 2 of the Wawasee Boys Varsity Basketball Holiday Invitational.
Holiday Invite Tournament. 10 minutes to tip off. I'm Rhett Koblenz, a familiar voice on your station here with The Mix. Alongside me, another familiar voice, Ryan Lockhart. Ryan, back in the booth together. Great to be with you today on this fine Friday morning.
That's true, Rhett. I am excited to be back here. I haven't been back here in the gym since I graduated. But you know what? A great contest by Wawasee in that first game. They were able to win it convincingly. Now we'll see who's going to play them between Lighthouse and Lakewood Park.
Yep, you just tuned in to the broadcast with Braxton Gray and Kaz Zinal as Wawasee took down Garrett 60-27 in the first matchup of this holiday invite. The second session of the day starts at 6 p.m. tonight with Garrett taking on the loser of this game that we have here between the Lighthouse Lions and the Lakewood Park Panthers. Coming into this game, the Lakewood Park Panthers are 4-2. They do not play in a conference, which is a unique situation. And Lighthouse is 1-5, and they also do not play in a conference. So two unique teams here that do not belong to a conference. They'll be taking on each other today. Lakewood Park from Auburn, Indiana, and Lighthouse College Prep Academy from Gary. Ryan, Lakewood Park has a very dominant player on their roster in Cademan Bontrager. He dominates games a lot.
Yeah, Bontrager, you can almost see why when you see him, right? He's 6'7", so, you know, it's kind of easy for him to get his game going in the post or really wherever he wants to get it work around. We were talking before the game about some of the highlights we've seen from him, but Bontrager coming into this one averages 18.3 points a game, 8.5 rebounds a game, and to go along with that, he shoots 55% from the field. So he's efficient when he does put the ball up, so we'll see how they're going to use them, and if, on the other side, Lakewood Park's able to defend him.
Yeah, Lighthouse is going to have to turn to Sean Hathaway, their starting big man, a 6'4" forward. He's going to be the guy tasked with stopping Cademan Bontrager. Another player to watch for Lakewood Park, who's actually not starting, is Josh Pike. He's their second leading scorer. He averages 16.8 points a game, and Pike and Bontrager, when they played Garrett, who Wawasee just beat, so a common opponent for the Warriors and the Panthers, Pike poured on 28 points and Bontrager poured on 27. So those two guys combined for 55 points, and that was 55 of Lakewood Park's 84 against Garrett. They beat him 84-81 in overtime. So a little bit of a difference between the way Lakewood Park played Garrett and the way Wawasee played Garrett. Wawasee coming out and beating Garrett by 33, and Lakewood Park needing overtime to beat Garrett by 3 points. That's going to be interesting to watch. Should Lakewood Park beat Lighthouse in this matchup and take on Wawasee later?
Yeah, and we'll see, if Pike does come off the bench, Rhett, we'll see how he's able to kind of get his stuff going. Maybe that's something they like him off the bench, and they're going to see how they can use him to their advantage and get some more scoring like against that Garrett team.
We're going to go ahead and take a break here. When we come back, we'll have starting lineup, some keys to the game, and tip-off for you in the second game between Lakewood Park Christian Panthers and Lighthouse College Prep Academy Lions. We'll be back with more Wawasee Invite Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Griffith's Wawasee Marina on the east shore of Lake Wawasee. Family owned since 1946, offering new boats from Boston Whaler, Starcraft Marine, used boats, Mercury Outboards, storage, and service. Go Warriors! Griffith's Wawasee Marina, 260-856-2286, and online at wawaseemarina.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Cedarstone Children's Bookstore in Uptown Syracuse, offering new books, games, puzzles, and other fun gifts for ages newborn to adult, with consignment in the back room. Cedarstone Bookstore at the stoplight in Uptown Syracuse, 574-325-0135, and online at cedarstone.business.site.
Hi, this is Vince Beasley. Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you by Northern Lakes Realty. We are a full-service realty company helping you buy and sell homes as well as assisting you with any other real estate needs. Northern Lakes Realty has a hometown realty team ready to serve you. We are located across from Pickwick Theater in Uptown Syracuse. 574-457-2880 or online at nlrealtyllc.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Pizza King in Syracuse and North Webster, offering pizza, subs, pasta, salads, and more with delivery service. Pizza King in North Webster, 574-834-2565. In Syracuse, 574-457-5446. Or online at pizza-king.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance Agent Dan Buckman. Located behind Syracuse Glass, offering a full line of auto, home, property, business, health, and life insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. 574-457-4807 or online at danforinsurance.com.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Hardwood TP. Ryan Lockhart with Rhett Koblenz here on the call for the second game. Under 5 minutes to tip between Lighthouse CPA and Lakewood Park. Earlier, Wawasee took down Garrett for their 5th win of the season, moving the Warriors to 5-3. And so they await the winner of this game in the second installment of the morning session. We talked a little bit about Cademan Bontrager and Josh Pike for Lakewood Park, the two main scorers for the Panthers. Didn't really talk too much about Lighthouse College Prep. We mentioned Sean Hathaway is going to be the one that's tasked with stopping Bontrager in the post. But it really all starts with the point guard for the Lions, Devarius Stewart, the 6-foot guard, going to be starting at the point position. He's going to run the offense for the Lions, and he's really going to be the one that has to facilitate for them today.
Yeah, he comes in averaging 10 points a game. So we'll see, how he's able to move the ball around, use some of his scoring to, kind of help that game. And maybe we can see some fouls, in the post, get some of those bigs on the other side maybe out of the game, so that opens up some more options here for the Panthers.
Stewart going to be running things for the Lions. He's going to have to really control the game if they're going to want to if they want to come away with a win. He's really going to have to control the game for them. Coming into this game, like I mentioned earlier, Lighthouse only 1-5 on the year, and their one win was over Don Prep, an Ohio team who only has 7 players on their roster. They beat them 86-46 for their only win of the season. So Lighthouse really trying to figure out who they are this season and what they're capable of. And this might be a good point for them if they can take on a tough Lakewood Park team who's 4-2 and has been pretty solid the past couple seasons, really. They had a sectional championship as recent as 2 seasons ago. So it's going to be a really important measuring stick for Lighthouse to see how they compete against a tough team on a neutral court in a tournament where their schedule's kind of thrown off. It's a Friday morning and it's 11:30-ish tip-off. So it's going to be interesting to see how Lighthouse responds to this situation they're in.
Yeah, and Rhett, you talked about it. Coming in, Lakewood Park's 4-2, Lighthouse 1-5. So they're on different sides coming into this one. For Lighthouse, this is a win that could kind of help change your season, get some momentum going as you really get in the teeth of your season. But for Lakewood Park on the other side, you've taken care of things all season long. I mentioned you're 4-2 on the season. Your only losses are to Heritage, a 41-26 loss, and a 75-66 loss to Eastside. So, you take out those 2 games, you're not looking too bad on the season. Right. Just take care of business today, and we'll see you in the afternoon in the championship.
Yeah, and while these 2 teams do have a lot of differences, there are some similarities between the 2. Lakewood Park had 5 coaches in the 5 years previous to this season. They are coached by Steve Oberlin in his second year. It's his only coaching job, and he's 11-18 in his second year at Lakewood Park. And they were 7-16 last year. And Lighthouse, in a similar situation, had 4 coaches in the previous 4 years before Nick Moore, who in his second year is 9-16 at Lighthouse. It's also his only coaching job. So both of these coaches in their second year with their respective schools, it's their only coaching job. Both guys are trying to kind of find their way in high school basketball and what that looks like for them, coaching these 2 teams that haven't been too successful as of late. Lakewood Park did have the sectional title back in the 2016-2017 season, but in the last 10 years, they're 105 and 126. So they're sub 500. It's been a little bit of a struggle for Lakewood Park. Both these coaches trying to find out who they are and who their teams are, and this is going to be an important game for both teams.
And, Rhett, you mentioned how Lighthouse has had so many coaches here in the last 4 or 5 years, but now more in his second year. We'll see if he can kind of keep some things going. This team now knows his offense from last season. They know his defense, the scheme, everything's all set for him. Now we'll see if they can really start building it and get the blocks going.
Yeah, it's really all about culture. When you get a coach in and there's a lot of turnover, you don't have that time to establish a culture and build your program up. And that's one of the downfalls that comes to a lot of high schools is there's a lot of turnover in their coaching positions, and they can never get any consistency, and that's one of the most important things. While the results have not necessarily always been there for Wawasee, they've had stability with Coach Everingham the past couple of years, and there has been improvement regardless of what the record may show. There's been improvement. He's had time to build a program, and that's indicative of what stability and a culture shift can do for you.
And taking over a program is always hard. He took that over from Witrowski here at Wawasee. And, you got to get your scheme in. You mentioned it, your culture. You got to get your things building before you can really lay down a solid base.
We're going to go ahead and look at the starting lineups for this game. I'll go ahead and take Lakewood Park. Ryan will bring you Lighthouse. Starting for the Panthers, we mentioned him already, the big center, the 6'7" sophomore, Caden Bontrager, wearing number 1. The small forward, Aiden Fetters, the 6'3" sophomore, wears number 10. Number 15 for the Panthers, a senior guard, TJ Fowler. Number 20, the senior point guard, Jovi Talarico, will be the 4th man in the lineup. And rounding things out is the 5'8" sophomore, wearing number 21, Carter Harmon.
And for the Lighthouse Lions, number 3, Devarius Stewart, the sophomore. Number 5, Jacob Berry, the junior. Number 11, Shamar Mays, a sophomore. 13, Tracy Fillon, a sophomore as well. And rounding out the 5, 33, Sean Hathaway, getting the tough task of guarding Bontrager today.
Yep, it's going to be a tall order for the big man for the Lions. Ready to tip here, Lighthouse wearing the white uniforms with yellow and blue trim, and Lakewood Park in black uniforms with Carolina blue and white trim and a script Lakewood across their chest. Tip-off is up, and Bontrager wins it easily, takes it from Fillin, and it's in the hands of Tallarico for the Panthers. Tallarico swings it to the right. Harmon possesses. Lighthouse coming out in a 3-2 zone. Ball poked away. It's going to stay with Lakewood, but Mays makes a nice play.
And interesting that they come out in a zone to start this, maybe trying to see what they can do with Bontrager, get him moving around the floor instead of just staying down in that post and being able to dominate.
Fowler in possession on the left wing, swings it inside for Fetters. Fetters back out to Harmon. Harmon pulls on the three, no good. Rebound by Hathaway. Hathaway takes a dribble and gives it to Mays, who pushes the ball up the left side for Lighthouse. Swings it to the corner, down for Barry. Barry drives, dishes underneath. Fillin lays it up and in, and the first basket of the game belongs to Lighthouse. They lead 2-0, 7.5 to play in the first.
Fetters come over to take a charge. Left the Lighthouse guy wide open down low, Rhett.
Bontrager drives, he's stopped up, and he travels, so the first turnover of the game for Lakewood results in possession for Lighthouse, leading 2-0, 7:15 left in the first. The zone causing some trouble for the Panthers. Stewart in possession of the ball, passes it down left corner for Barry. Barry guarded there by Fowler, drives to his right to the high post, gives it up for Fillin. Fillin puts it down low for Hathaway. Hathaway guarded. Bontrager comes away with a big block there, and it ends up with Tallarico. Tallarico in a little bit of trouble picking up his dribble, gives it to Harmon. Harmon back to Tallarico up the right side. Tallarico swings it right for Fowler. Fowler double team, down low to Bontrager. Bontrager pulls up from the elbow, no good. Rebound comes down for Fillin, and the Lions come the other way up the right side with Stewart. Stewart drives in, lays it up, and good. 4-0 lead for Lighthouse, 6.5 to play in the first. Tallarico with the ball for the Panthers.
Lighthouse forces Bontrager to take an unworthy shot, really, then goes at him on defense, wins both times.
Drive and dish. Harmon kicks it out. No good on the three from Fetters. Pass up ahead, following the rebound from Mays. Barry has it. Give it back to Mays. Mays drives. Blocked again by Bontrager. Bontrager with two huge blocks skying high to get that ball. This kid's athletic, Ryan.
Right, he really is all 6'7" of that big frame.
Barry inbounding for the Lions, gives it in. Three-pointer on the way from Mays. He's got it, the first triple of the game, and Lighthouse extending their lead 7-0. Lakewood looks out of sorts as they bring the ball up the left side with 6 minutes left. It's stolen away by Stewart. Stewart on the drive lays it up, no good. Rebound goes to Harmon for the Panthers. Harmon pushes it up the floor. Left corner three from Tallarico on the way, and a foul. The three-pointer is no good. Fillin is going to get called for the first foul of the game, and Lakewood has a chance at the charity stripe to get on the board.
Lakewood Park going to the line here, but Rhett, I like that three by Lighthouse. If they can continue to hit those, keep that percentage up from three, they don't have to go to the paint a lot, so they don't have to see Bontrager and get blocked like they have been twice already.
So the 2-minute, 7-second drought for Lakewood continues as Tallarico misses the first free throw. He's got two more on the way, though. 7-0 Lighthouse lead, 5:53 left in the first. Lakewood looking for their first points, and Tallarico misses the second one, so they'll have to wait a little bit longer to get off the schneid.
The lid is for sure on the rim for Lakewood right now.
Third free throw on the way from Tallarico, and that one rims in and out, so an 0-for-3 trip for Tallarico at the free throw line.
And that hurts, Rhett, missing three straight free throws at the line.
Lighthouse with the ball. Barry in possession on the right wing. Looking to get the offense set up, takes it back out near midcourt. Drives to his left, goes in on Bontrager, puts it up, no good. Bontrager grabs the rebound at the rim and gives it to Tallarico, who pushes it up and stops at the top of the key. Swings it left corner for Fetters, rather. Back to Fowler. Fowler to the right corner, and that's good for three. Carter Harmon knocks it down, and it's 7-3 Lighthouse with 5:15 left. So the Panthers finally get a bucket and cut this deficit down to 4.
Yeah, a big bucket to get first off, especially when you're down 7 already. We'll see if they can use that for momentum.
Mays breaks the trap and pushes it up ahead. Pass to Barry, tipped out of bounds by Harmon. And the Lions will stay in possession. They'll have it out of bounds on the baseline just inside of the corner. Our first substitution of the game. Steve Carr will check in for the Lions, and Jacob Barry will go to the bench. Carr going to inbound here, guarded by Harmon. Gives it to Mays, who passes it inside, and the bucket good and a foul. Fillin lays it up and in, and he's going to go to the line for an and one opportunity. And the foul is on. They got TJ Fowler on that one. Bontrager was also down in the post. Not sure who they ended up giving that to, but it was Fowler. So at the line for the and one opportunity, and no good is Fillin. Lakewood Park comes away with the rebound. 9-3. Panthers trailing the Lions here. Bontrager down low. Double team. Kicks it back out. Swing pass. Left corner three. No good. Harmon misses that one. Ball loose. Fowler comes up with it. Passes it to Bontrager down low. Bontrager loses it. It's poked away by Hathaway. Hathaway holding his own down there. And the Lions come back quickly. Stewart swings it up. Passes it to Mays. Mays a left wing three. And good. 12-3 the lead for Lighthouse. And Steve Oberlin not happy with the Panthers right now. A 9-point deficit with 4.5 to play in the first, and Oberlin takes the timeout. It is a 30-second timeout. We'll go ahead and take a quick break. 4.5 to go in the first. 12-3 Lighthouse leads Lakewood Park. You're listening to Wawasee, the Wawasee Invite on 93.7 FM, The Mix, and CPG TV.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Chubby's Pub and Grub in Syracuse. Offering burgers, wings, fries, pizza, daily lunch and dinner specials with a family room. Chubby's Pub and Grub on State Road 13 in Syracuse. Proudly supporting our Wawasee Warriors.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Back here at the Hardwood TP. Lighthouse leading Lakewood Park 12-3, 4.5 to go. Lakewood in possession of the ball with a 9-point deficit looming large. First possession for Lakewood, a three in the corner blocked by Steve Carr. He got up and blocked that one into the glass partition. If you've been to the Hardwood TP, you know about it. That thing is way up there. That's where we're standing broadcasting from.
One of those blocks that, typically you would say goes row 6 in the NBA. I think we're about accurate there, Rhett.
Lakewood Park with it again. Harmon gives it up, and Fetters drives and misses. Rebound to Lighthouse. Mays coming the other way. Drives in, and a charge call. Fetters takes the charge and gets in position. The ref there on that looked like he wanted to call a block at first. He had both of his arms up and then pointed to one fist out, and so it is an offensive foul on Lighthouse. So the ball is going to go back to the Panthers. 12-3, 4:11 left in the first period.
And great position by Fetters there, right? We saw him earlier try to take a charge. That led to a basket instead. That time staying in there, getting that charge.
Lighthouse comes up in a press. Lakewood Park breaks it. Missed shot by Bontrager. Grabs his own board and lays it up and in on the left side of the glass for his first bucket of the game. 12-5 now. Lighthouse leads. Under 4 to play. Lighthouse gets Lakewood gets a turnover. Going the other way is Fetters, and he lays it up and in on the trap in the corner between the half-court line, and nearly another turnover, and it is going to be, it's going to be a out-of-bounds call on Lakewood. The ref came all the way up to make that call. It's kind of a scramble for the ball, and at first I thought Lighthouse was the one who had turned it over there, but Lighthouse will retain possession.
And Rhett, good hustle here by Lakewood. Last few possessions, get another ball tip there. We'll see if this aggressive defense can lead to that comeback. 12-7 right now is your score.
Josh Harris into the game for the Lions at the break, has it, passes it down low, and it's stolen away. Bontrager tips it out, and Tallarico gets possession, and he promptly turns it back over on a travel.
Both head coaches, Rhett, screaming out some instructions there. Guys not happy with their recent turnovers here the last few possessions.
Lighthouse is going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here with 3.5 to play in the first. Lighthouse leading 12-7 over Lakewood Park. So, Ryan, a little bit of a different story than we thought would be here. Lighthouse has dominated this game so far. They only have a 5-point lead. Lakewood kind of clawing their way back into this thing. Bontrager really hasn't been able to get going. It looks like he's kind of doing too much out there.
Yeah, we've seen Bontrager, as soon as he gets the ball with the way they've been running the zone down low and really the man-to-man, it still seems like a zone the way they're controlling the paint. So Lighthouse is, every time he gets the ball, they're really almost double and triple teaming him, which I'm sure he's used to, Rhett, but as soon as he turns his back to the basket, tries to face up, there's just nothing there except for 2 or 3 defenders.
Lakewood going to need to make some offensive adjustments to continue fighting their way back into this game. Lighthouse in possession. Malachi Bowen takes the ball out, gives it into Mays. Mays goes to right wing. The drive and the pass and a turnover. Josh Harris gives it away for the Lions. Coming the other way is Josh Pike, the player we haven't seen yet who we thought would start quickly making an impact. He drives and draws the foul, misses the layup, but he'll go to the line to shoot two. The quick guard coming off the bench and making an impact right away.
And Rhett, that quick move over on the left wing, he just had that little hesitation like he might go inside, enough to freeze the defense and walk right around him.
It was a quick first step from Pike at the line, and he puts the first one up and no good.
Lakewood Park not having a good night at the charity stripe so far. I believe there are 4 missed free throws, Rhett.
Pike with one more free throw, a 57% free throw shooter on the season. Anton Winder will check in for the Lions. It's going to send Sean Hathaway to the bench. Pike at the line, 12-7, Lighthouse leading Lakewood, 3:09 left, and Pike misses the second free throw, and there's going to be a foul down low on the rebound on TJ Fowler. He poked it away from Mays, but a foul called, and it's going to go to the Lions.
That's going to be Fowler's second rep, so he's going to take a seat. You know, a little interesting, we haven't seen a whole lot of fouls in this game, but key players have got a lot of fouls in this.
Lakewood pressing, but Lighthouse breaks it. A drive by Mays. He's blocked again by Bontrager, the third block of the game. Pike passes it up ahead. It's a long pass, but it's corralled anyway by Harmon. Harmon puts it back out to Tallarico. Tallarico back to Harmon, right corner three. Good! He splashes it home, and Lakewood has cut this deficit down to 2. 12-10 with 2:40 left to play in the first. Lighthouse breaks the press quickly.
And they've cut this lead due to a 7-0 run right now, Rhett.
Missed shot by Harris. Rebound corralled by Lighthouse. They're unable to get the second chance opportunity. Bontrager comes down with the rebound. Pike passes it up, and he is called for a travel. So sloppy basketball kind of right now by both teams. It's 12-10. Still 2.5 minutes left in the first period.
And Rhett, he had a wide open Harmon over in the left corner, just kind of to the side of him. I'm a little surprised we didn't see that pass instead of the kick to the middle of the floor there. A little bit more of a risky pass to the middle of the floor.
Lighthouse in possession, breaks the press. Stewart drives and dishes. He gets the assist on the layup by Winder, and Winder gets his first points of the game. And Lakewood moving the ball up quickly. Pike passes ahead, and it's tipped off the hands of Harmon and out of bounds. Lakewood turns the ball over again. And Coach Oberlin for the Panthers not happy, telling his team to take care of the ball. They've turned the ball over a lot to start in this one.
Yeah, we've seen it the last few possessions, and it seems like when they turn it over, they string it together for a few possessions. Then play some good basketball, then turn it over. You see Lighthouse there with the turnover.
Mm-hmm. Here comes Harmon. He gives it left corner for Pike. Back to Harmon. Harmon just left of the key, misses the three-pointer. Bontrager goes up for the rebound, and it's tipped and out of bounds. It's going to stay with Lakewood Park. 14-10 the score, under 2 to play in the first quarter here. Lighthouse holding on to the lead. Lakewood had got it down to 2, and it's back to 4 now. Pike takes the ball out of bounds under the basket on his own baseline. Looks to get it in to the corner. He does give it to Merkel. Merkel swings it back to Tallarico. Tallarico to Harmon. Pike in the right corner wants it, doesn't get it. Pass down low to Bontrager, tipped out of bounds. Lighthouse last to touch, so it's going to stay with Lakewood Park. They will take it out of bounds on the opposite side on the right now of the lane under the basket.
And Rhett, other than that look, we haven't seen a lot of passes to Bontrager recently.
Pike gets it in, and it's tipped and way back on the other end of the floor. Stewart tracks it down for Lighthouse, and a foul is going to be called on Lakewood. Foul goes on Carter Harmon, his first of the game, the team's third. 14-10 still the score. Lighthouse taking the ball out under their own basket. Pass into Winder. Winder gives it to Barry. Barry moves to the right, swings it around for Stewart. Stewart back to Barry on the left wing. He's guarded there by Tallarico. Tallarico with a hand up. Pass back to the right wing to Stewart. Stewart gets it to the corner for Carr. Carr back out to Stewart on the right wing. Lighthouse moving the ball around. Lakewood settling into a 2-3 zone here. The anchor man being Bontrager in the middle.
And that's scary with the big 6'7" guy in the middle. Your paint's basically unprotected there.
3 on the way from Lighthouse. No good by Stewart. Rebound and put back good by Malachi Bowen. Tallarico going to bring the ball up the floor, and there's going to be a foul called on the right side. Jacob Berry, the one who commits it for Lighthouse. His first of the game, 16-10 the lead for Lighthouse over Lakewood Park. 1:04 left here in the first quarter. A much closer game than the first game we saw earlier today, Ryan, when Wawasee was up 14-0 after the first quarter. Pike gets the ball in trouble, splits the defense, drives, gives it to Bontrager. Bontrager up for the dunk, no good. He's blocked, and the rebound and put back good by Merkel. Bontrager was looking to slam that down. Couldn't quite finish. I'm sure we'll get to see one eventually in this game, though, Ryan.
I really thought we were going to see number one right there, Rhett, but like you said, I'm sure being 6'7", one's coming eventually.
Active hands for Lakewood Park. They knock the ball loose. Winder in possession of it for Lighthouse, and a jump ball called. It's going to stay with the Lions here on this end. So with 32 seconds left in the first quarter, Lighthouse holding on to a 16-12 lead over Lakewood. Half of the points for Lakewood coming from Carter Harmon. He's got 6. Left side of the basket, inbound pass. Winder gets it in. Layups, Carr misses it, but a foul. He takes a hard fall. 3 seconds come off the clock. We're now under 30. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2, looking to extend this 4-point lead.
Foul on the Panthers by number 5, Grant Merkel, his first, team's 4th.
Free throw up on the way, and it rims out for Carr.
Carr at the line, right? He averages 6.7 on the season through the few games we have stats for. And, you know, we've really seen Carr try to attack. We've seen him go out Bontrager quite a bit in the middle. That's a little interesting. You know, I talked about earlier, maybe we see some fouls called on Bontrager, but so far none.
Second free throw, no good. Lakewood Park comes away with the rebound. Swing pass to the right side, 3 on the way. Harmon pulls the trigger, can't get it to go. Rebound by Grant Merkel. He swings it out for Pike. Pike looks to his left, pulls up from the elbow. Swisheroo! He puts it down. Under 10 to play, clock ticking. It's 16-14 Lighthouse, 5 seconds. Stewart brings it up, gets a drive all the way in, lays it up, and it's good. Wow. And that's going to end the first quarter. Stewart drives the length of the floor, splitting the defense, and he pushes the lead back out to 4 points. Lighthouse with an 18-14 lead at the end of the first quarter here over Lakewood Park. We'll be back with more Wawasee Warrior Invite basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you by Syracuse Pizza Hut. Pizza, pasta, wings, desserts, adult beverages, indoor seating for the whole family, online ordering, and all-day delivery in the Syracuse area. Syracuse Pizza Hut, 574-457-8300 or online at pizzahut.com.
Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Oakwood Resort on Lake Wawasee in Syracuse, offering facilities for family or high school reunions, corporate meetings, parties, and celebrations. Oakwood Resort and their associates support the Wawasee Warriors and wish them well during their competitions. 574-457-7100 or online at oakwoodresort.com.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Start of the second quarter here in the Hardwood TP, the Wawasee Holiday Invite Tournament. Warriors victorious in the first game, 60-27 over Garrett. And Lakewood Park and Lighthouse CPA going at it in the second one. Lighthouse with an 18-14 lead, but Lakewood in possession of the ball. The Lions of Lighthouse slide into a zone, and promptly splitting it is Aiden Fetters as he gets the pass and shoots from the elbow and knocks it down. Lakewood coming out in a press now. Tallarico at the head of that. Near turnover, but Lighthouse recovers. Nice handles from Stewart. Coach Oberlin calling for a carry. Lighthouse still in possession of the ball. Top of the key. Stewart has it. Kicks it down low. Pass tipped away by Pike. Pike on a breakaway. Goes to the right side of the hoop. Lays it up and in. And we got a tie ball game. A quick little 4-0 run for the Lakewood Panthers. And a turnover. Pike ahead again with it, to this time to the left side, and an alley-oop off the board and a slam.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. Bontrager following up, and Josh Pike off the glass with the pass and a slam. 6-0 run to start here in the second quarter and a 20-18 lead for Lakewood. Lighthouse now the ones out of sorts. They get the ball down low, however, and Fillin puts it up and in. Tie ball game again at 20. Going back and forth here to start the second as Tallarico drives to the right, and a travel called
Rhett, we thought we were going to see a dunk today. I don't think we thought we were going to get treated like that with that alley-oop there. Pike and Bontrager hooking up a nice connection.
No, sir, I did not see that coming, but hey, Huddle, you might have a top dunk of the week there for your highlight reel, a late entry for the week. But Lighthouse in possession of it following the Tallarico turnover for the Panthers. Lighthouse and Lakewood Park tied at 20. Drive and dish by Stewart. 3 from the corner, no good. Off the top of the backboard and rebounded by Aiden Fetters. He gives it up to Pike. Pike drives up the middle, kicks it left corner for Merkel. Merkel down low to Bontrager. Bontrager to Pike. Pike drives, puts it up, and it goes down after a couple bounces. And Pike has 6 points on the game. Lakewood with a 22-20 lead. 6:20 to left in the second here. Drive by Mays, and no shot. A charge. Mays driving in, and the charge taken there by Aiden Fetters. He gets the second foul on Mays, rather. So 6:17 left and a 22-20 lead for the Lakewood Park Christian School Panthers over the Lighthouse College Prep Academy Lions.
And Rhett, that's Fetters' second charge taken of the day. He's not a man that's, not willing to give up his body. He's down for the team game. He's okay with it.
Pike driving on Stewart. Kicks it back out left wing. Fetters has it, swings it right for Merkel. Merkel looks down low for Bontrager, not there. Back out to Pike. Inside the W logo at midcourt of the hardwood TP floor here. Swings it right now for Merkel. Merkel gives it back to Tallarico, and it's poked away. Mays chases Tallarico all the way down, and it's an over and back call. Got a stoppage here. Not sure what that was for, but it's going to be Lighthouse ball here.
I think there was a flashlight on one of the cameras in the audience here, right?
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Panthers going to make a substitution. Carter Harmon will come back in. Levi Hindle will come in as well. And Pike and Merkel will go to the bench for the Panthers. Lighthouse with the inbound pass and turn and shot. Three-pointer no good from Mays. Bontrager collects the rebound, and he brings the ball up, passes it now to Tallarico. Tallarico, a couple turnovers on the game, trying to be careful with the ball. Passes it up ahead. A bad pass by Tallarico off the hands of Harmon, too hard to handle. And a 22-20 Lakewood lead still stands with 5:29 left in the second quarter. Another turnover there for the Panthers. It's been sloppy so far, but they have the lead nonetheless.
Yeah. And we've seen Lakewood Park come back, take this 2-point lead right now, but it's been that big run by them that's really helped push this. And I think it all started with this aggressive defense that really helped them out.
They're in a press and then switching to a zone.
Wow.
A fourth block of the game for Bontrager as Bowen lays it up and gets it swatted away. Harmon with it the other end, drives, passes it down low, ball knocked away, turnover, collected by Fillin. Fillin pushes it up. Stewart up ahead, back to Fillin, and Fillin lays it up, and then we're tied again at 22. These two teams going back and forth. With 5:02 left in the second quarter, Oberlin calls a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick break. We're knotted up at 22. Lighthouse and Lakewood Park going at it here in the second game of the Wawasee Holiday Invite. We'll be back with more Wawasee Holiday Invite basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Broadcasting from Wawasee High School at number 1 Warrior Path in Syracuse, Indiana, we are 93.7 FM The Mix, WRWTLP Syracuse, a Pathways program.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Foil Plumbing in Syracuse. Whether your home or business needs plumbing, heating, cooling, well or septic services, Foil Plumbing's trained experts can help. Go Warriors! Foil Plumbing, 574-658-4134.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Back in action at the Hardwood TP, 22-22 the score between Lighthouse and Lakewood. The Panthers in possession and a travel call there. So another turnover for the Panthers. I've said it a couple times, Ryan, but sloppy basketball right now and still tied up at 22 in this one, even with the messy turnover and messy turnovers and messy play.
And the aggressive defense has got them to get some turnovers, but on the opposite side, Rhett, they just keep giving it right back to them.
The Lighthouse Lions in possession. The 2-3 zone results in a turnover. Tallarico bringing it the other way, gives it to Bontrager. Power dribble inside, puts it up, no good on the layup. Thought he had a foul, and it's taken away by Tallarico. Tallarico with it on his knees. Hard pass across the court to Hindle. Hindle down to the right side of the lane, pulls it back. Swing pass out. Three-pointer on the way and good from Bontrager. What can't this kid do, Ryan?
Wow, he thought he got fouled too, Rhett.
He knocks it down, and it's a 25-22 lead for Lakewood. They gave the points to the wrong team on the scoreboard. We'll have to get that fixed. But with 3:56 left, it is a 25-22 lead for Lakewood in the second quarter.
Lakewood right now, Rhett, we haven't seen a lot from Bontrager, Granted, he just had that last three, but we haven't seen him go to him really a lot here.
Getting the score fixed down there at the scores table. It does now read 25-22 for Lakewood Park. Checking into the game for Lighthouse is Steve Carr. He'll check in, and that means that Tracy Fillon will take a seat for the Lions. Lakewood Park in possession of the ball. Panthers bring the ball up the floor. Tallarico running the point. Having a rough game so far. A couple turnovers and bad passes.
We've seen him get quite a bit of steals, though, on the defensive end, which is good for him.
Harmon drives, but a moving screen call is the foul on Bontrager. So Cademan Bontrager picks up his first of the game, and Josh Pike going to come back in for Lakewood Park.
Rhett, we've seen a slew of substitutions here for both teams. Bontrager, though, one guy we haven't seen go out. Now, granted, we probably can assume why we haven't seen him go out, but not getting a rest in this first half up to this point.
Lighthouse with the ball. Carr in possession of it just inside the right wing three-point line. Gets it back to the top of the key for Mays. Mays down to the right corner again. Good defense by Bontrager as he goes around Hathaway and knocks it away. It's tipped out of bounds off of Lighthouse, so it's going to be Panthers ball going the other direction. They have a 25-22 lead with 3.5 to play. Lakewood looking to break the Lighthouse press here. Tallarico has it. Passes it up to Pike. Pike on the drive. Has it poked away from behind. Devarius Stewart hunts him down from behind and knocks it away. It's going to stay with Lakewood on their own end, however, as the ball goes out the door into the hallway. The Hall of Fame there by the boys' locker room here at Wawasee High School. Lakewood Park with possession of it. Pike has it. Tries to pass it deep for Tallarico. Taken away by Stewart. Stewart down the other way. Lays it up right side and good. 25-24 Lakewood with the lead. 3:12 left in the second quarter. Pike looking to collect it, and there's going to be a foul called on Steve Carr. He goes up high to get it, but knocks over Pike in the process. So on the inbound, actually it was knocked out of bounds, no foul call. Lakewood in possession, Lighthouse pressing, giving Lakewood some trouble. Tallarico collects, passes it up, gives it to Bontrager. Bontrager can't handle the pass. Tallarico puts a lot of mustard on these passes, which results in a lot of loose balls. Tallarico on the other end now for Lighthouse takes it away. My goodness, we're going back and forth here. Tallarico drives, kicks it out to the right side. And guess what, Ryan? Tallarico turns it over, looking to get Merkel in the corner. Tallarico playing loose, fast, and not really taking care of the ball right now. That's got to be frustrating for Lakewood as they cling to a 1-point lead, 25-24, with 2:53 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, and it's interesting because defensively that's great because he's flying around for the ball, but then offensively it's not great because he's flying around for the ball and, like you said, just turning it over almost inconsistently at a bad level.
Harris possesses at the top of the key for the Lions and passes down low, turnover. Bontrager collects, gets the pass on the right wing, drives, puts up the shot, no good, follows his own rebound, can't collect. It ends up in the hands of Harris, who gives it now to Stewart. Stewart bringing the ball up the floor, picks it up. Actually, that was Harris who had it. Now it's in the possession of Stewart. Stewart on the right wing, drives in, looks to kick it back out. Tip pass, still ends up in the hands of Carr. Carr to the top of the key. Three-pointer on the way, way short, no good. Harris, ball loose, collected by Lighthouse. Bowen puts it up, no good. Rebound now grabbed by Hindle, and a foul called on the rebound. It's going to be Hindle shooting. Wasn't sure what the call was there. It looked like it might have been a jump ball, but instead it's going to be a foul on Bowen, his second, seventh on the team. So a 1-and-1 situation for Hindle. And Lighthouse makes a substitution. Jalen Harvey comes in, number 23. And Carter Harmon comes back in as TJ Fowler takes a break for the Panthers. One in the bonus at the line for Hindle. Rough night at the free throw line for both teams. We have yet to see a made free throw. And that does not change now as Hindle misses, and he misses out on the one-and-one opportunity. Lighthouse collects the rebound, and Stewart brings it the other way for the Lions, holding the ball, stalling until somebody guards him. Now under 2 to play in the second quarter. A much better matchup here, 25-24 between Lakewood and Lighthouse. Lakewood with the lead. Harris possesses at the top of the key, passes down low, back out to Stewart on the left wing. Stewart handling, drives in. Thought he stepped on the line. Blocked again. Number 5 by Bontrager, and Bontrager comes up limping. He comes up a little tenderly on that ankle. That'd be a huge loss for Lakewood Park if he can't power through this. But it looks like he's going to try to tough it out there.
Right, he's still limping and kind of hobbling around here. He's going to stay in. They go right into the paint.
Nice cut by Carr to receive the inbound pass and lay it up and in one fell swoop. Nice play there. Harmon collects the hard pass from Pike on the right wing. Merkel gets the pass, drives, loses the ball, tipped out of bounds off of Merkel. A substitution now for Lakewood Park as Lighthouse has reclaimed the lead 26-25. And Cademan Bontrager going to come out of the game. He's going to take his first rest here, coming up kind of gingerly on that ankle. Trainer going to take a look at him for Lakewood. Hopefully he can get him back in that game. He's an exciting player to watch and a game changer here on both sides of the ball.
And ankle injuries are the complete worst, right? Because 1 minute you're feeling good, the next minute it's completely awful feeling. You just never know.
Steve Carr on the drive pulls up the floater and knocks down the shot. 28-25 the lead for Lighthouse. 1:13 left in the second. The Lions come out in a press. Lakewood Park possessing the ball, breaks the press. Merkel with possession on the right wing, looking to get it down low. Hard pass again, collected by Fetters. Fetters back out to Pike. Pike for 3 and the tie, no good. And the rebound down low by Hathaway. His missing presence being felt. Bontrager not there to collect the rebound as Stewart comes the other way for Lighthouse. Swings it to the right for Harris. Harris back, tipped, loose, collected by Hindle. Hindle passes it up to Pike. Pike collects, goes, drives, stop, layup, good. No foul on the play, and Pike loses his shoe. It's going to be an inbound opportunity for Lighthouse. They're going to bring the ball the length of the floor. We're under a minute to play, 40 seconds on the clock, second quarter here. 28-7, Lighthouse leads Lakewood Park. A tight game here, and a full timeout for Lighthouse. We'll go ahead and keep it right here since we're under a minute. Don't want you to miss any of the action. A reminder for you listeners who are of the Wawasee rooting interest. Wawasee won their first game, 60-27. They will get the winner of this game in the second game of the evening portion here. First game will start at 6. It'll be Garrett versus the loser of this game, and the second game will start immediately after that, shooting for a 7:30 tip between the winner of this game and Wawasee. Right now, Lighthouse in the lead, 28-27. They were in control in the first quarter, and Lakewood Park showed some resilience and battled back into this one. They're now down by a point after having a lead for some of the second quarter here. With 40 seconds left, it's going to be Lighthouse ball, Lakewood down by 1.
And here recently, Rhett, we've really seen some even scoring. It's a 13-10 run right now by Lakewood, but it's been the story of turnovers lately. Now, that's what I want to ask you. How, if you're one of these teams, really you can tackle either one because I don't know how to answer it, but how do you cut down on these turnovers and keep your offense running smoothly?
Well, one of the adjustments I think Lakewood's going to have to make at halftime is either moving on from Talarico or getting Talarico to slow things down and run a little bit more of a calm point guard. He's trying to do too much with the ball. He's trying to move things up too quickly, and that's really not working right now for Lakewood. So Lighthouse brings the ball at the floor. It's in the hands of Devarius Stewart, the sophomore point guard. He's going to stall and probably hold this for the last shot. Should note Caden and Bontrager back into the game for the Panthers. The 2-3 zone not doing anything right now for Lakewood Park. Stewart has the ball, goes to his right, a screen set by Hathaway, kicks it right corner. Mays swings it back out, 3 on the way, no good off the front iron for Stewart. Ball rebound collected by Mays, gives it up, and it's taken away by Harmon. Harmon fouled hard there, so with 6 seconds left in the second quarter, he'll go to the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1 with a chance to tie the game or give Lakewood Park the lead. Again, no free throws made yet by either team in this game, so it's been rough from the charity stripe right now.
Mays committing that foul, Rhett. That's going to be his third as he takes a seat. We could really not see him for some of the action in the third quarter with those 3 fouls. And, Rhett, the free ones tonight, they might end up costing somebody. They have not been
free, no. Harmon at the line, puts it up, and no good. It rims in and out. My goodness, free throws have been a challenge for both teams in this game. 3 seconds left. And a foul there committed by Lakewood Park. Fouls on Carter Harmon is second. It's going to be Lighthouse ball on the sideline just in front of the Lakewood Park bench. Harmon will check out. 2 fouls. 1 second left on the clock. 28-27. Lighthouse with the lead here just before halftime. Inbounding is Carr. Carr gives it up. 3 on the way from Harvey, and that is going to fall woefully short. He pulled that thing from the volleyball spiking line. And we're going to go to halftime in the second game of the Wawasee Invite. 28-27, Lighthouse leading Lakewood Park by 1 point here going into the break. We'll be right back with more Wawasee Warrior Invite basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Goshen Home Medical, offering sports bracing, power chairs and scooters, lift chairs, hospital beds, diabetic footwear, walkers, stair and vehicle lifts, respiratory equipment, and more with delivery. Goshen Home Medical at 1501 South Main Street in Goshen, 574-533-0626 or online at goshenhomemedical.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Sox Marina on the east side of Webster Lake, offering boat storage from any lake, service, and sales. Proud dealers of Trifecta and Misty Harbor pontoons, Polarcraft boats, Mercury and Tohatsu outboards, online at soxmarina.com or at 574-834-2894.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Tetmeyer Ace Hardware in Syracuse, offering steel power equipment, Weber and Traeger grills, Yeti coolers, Tervis tumblers, Lake Decor and apparel, Valspar, Clark and Kensington paint, and hardware items. Tetmeyer Ace Hardware on State Road 13 South in Syracuse, 574-457-8944 or online at acehardware.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Maverick Promotions in North Webster at 611 South Main Street on State Road 13, offering graphic art, embroidery, screen print, signs and banners, promotional products, and imageware to fit your employees or market to your customers. Maverick Promotions is a proud supporter of Wawasee Schools. 574-834-4733 or online at maverickpromos.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Penguin Point in Syracuse on State Road 13. Now offering ham and beans with cornbread. Food for your next party is also available at Penguin Point in Syracuse. 574-457-2287. Coupons at penguinpoint.com.
At Penguin Point, the people pleasing place. Yeah!
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Welcome back, everybody. Halftime here in the second game of the morning session of the Wawasee Holiday Invite Tournament. Thanks for joining us. Lighthouse College Prep Academy Lions leading the Lakewood Park Christian Panthers 28-27 here at the break. The first quarter, a lot different than the second there, Ryan. The Lighthouse Lions controlling the first quarter, but the Lakewood Park Panthers coming out quick in the second quarter, clawing their way back into this game, having a 4-point lead at one point, and then kind of just going back and forth trading buckets until Lighthouse was able to take the lead going into halftime.
Yeah, Redden, that first quarter, we saw Lighthouse really offensively do whatever they want. And they kind of took Bontrager out of the game. They were able to hit a couple corner threes here, get a couple shots inside when he was rotating around. But then that second quarter, it was like things switch. I don't know what adjustments Lakewood Park made, but they were good ones. Defensively, they were able to kind of slow down Lighthouse, make a run their own. Then on defense, Lakewood Park was able to go to that zone. Then they switched to the full court. Then it was almost like a full court zone they went to that they had 3-4 guys almost running around to the ball. So able to get turnovers, get back up on the scoreboard, and we see it's a 1-point game, a 13-10 run by Lakewood that's got them down 1 right now.
Both these teams playing pretty fast and loose. Lakewood Park moving the ball around quickly on offense has resulted in some turnovers and some sloppy plays at times. But that tenacity and that speed has resulted in a lot of good defensive plays for them. They've been all over the place. They've had guys popping up in places that you wouldn't expect them to be. And so the turnovers have kind of evened out in that way because Lakewood Park is battling. They're playing quickly. They are really trying to limit Lighthouse's good looks at the basket. But still, Lighthouse with a 1-point lead here in this game that will decide who plays Wawasee tonight. And we had mentioned Caden Bontrager coming into this game. He's got 7 points for Lakewood Park. He had that electrifying dunk on the alley-oop off the backboard from Josh Pike. But for Lighthouse, they've really balanced things out. Their leading scorer right now is Devarius Stewart with 6, and so they've really balanced out that 28 points a lot. And so it's been a balanced attack for Lighthouse, and that's working for them right now. Lakewood Park, on the other hand, not really able to get a whole lot going in that first quarter. They've had to claw their way back into this one.
And, Rhett, is that an adjustment you make at halftime if you're Lakewood Park? Do you try to look at Bontrager more and feed him more? We saw that second quarter really outside of the last 3 minutes. They really didn't look for him in the post at all.
You know, the thing is with when Lighthouse slides into that zone that has been giving Lakewood Park a little bit of trouble, they're kind of trying to break it quickly, and that's not really what you want to do against a zone, especially in high school ball when you have no shot clock to worry about. You know, you see it at the college level that Syracuse runs that patented zone that really throws teams off. They have a confined time that they have to get a shot off in. In high school ball, you don't have that. So if you're Lakewood Park and Lighthouse comes out in a zone here in the second half, I'm thinking you got to really slow things down here a little bit. And if Talarico is going to be your point guard in the second half, he needs to be a lot smarter with the ball, and he needs to slow things down a little bit. And they just need to swing the ball around the wing, and Bontrager needs to move back and forth. Well, that's what Wawasee did against Garrett in the first game. If you were listening or watching that one, it was a case of slow motion, moving the ball, but it resulted in some good plays for Wawasee because they had men moving around, and they were able to break down that defense and just weather the storm. Instead, for Lakewood, they're moving things around quickly, and that zone is working because Lakewood's looking for things too quickly, and they're turning the ball over.
Yeah, no doubt, right? I think that's a really good point. We'll see what adjustments are made at halftime. It's a 1-point ball game, so the scoreboard's basically 0 right now.
It's anybody's game right now. Lighthouse leading Lakewood Park 28-27, under 4 minutes to the start of the second half. We'll go ahead and take another break, but we'll be right back with more Wawasee Warrior Invite Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Dynamic Floral on State Road 13 South in Syracuse. Offering innovative fresh floral designs for all occasions including 2020 weddings, showers, dinner parties, or any celebration with delivery. A 10-week floral subscription at different pricing levels is also available. Dynamic Floral in Syracuse thanks their clients for helping them grow. 574-528-1713 and online at dynamic-landscaping.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Griffith's Wawasee Marina on the east shore of Lake Wawasee. Family owned since 1946, offering new boats from Boston Whaler, Starcraft Marine, used boats, Mercury Outboards, storage, and service. Go Warriors! Griffith's Wawasee Marina, 260-856-2286 and online at wawaseemarina.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Cedarstone Children's Bookstore in Uptown Syracuse, offering new books, games, puzzles, and other fun gifts for ages newborn to adult, with consignment in the back room. Cedarstone Bookstore at the stoplight in Uptown Syracuse, 574-325-0135, and online at cedarstone.business.site.
Hi, this is Vince Beasley. Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you by Northern Lakes Realty. We are a full-service realty company helping you buy and sell homes as well as assisting you with any other real estate needs. Northern Lakes Realty has a hometown realty team ready to serve you. We are located across from Pickwick Theater in Uptown Syracuse. 574-457-2880 or online at nlrealtyllc.com.
Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Pizza King in Syracuse and North Webster, offering pizza, subs, pasta, salads, and more with delivery service. Pizza King in North Webster, 574-834-2565. In Syracuse, 574-457-5446 or online at pizza-king.com.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior Basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Back at Wawasee High School here in Syracuse, Indiana, this fine Friday morning turned afternoon now. Lighthouse CPA taking on Lakewood Park Christian in the second game of the morning here. 28-27, the Lighthouse Lions lead the Lakewood Park Panthers. And with just a few seconds till the start of the second half, it promises to be a good second half of basketball. If it's going to be anything like the first, when these teams traded buckets, went back and forth. We got a nice little electrifying dunk from Caden Bontrager. Truthfully hoping to see a little bit more of that here in the second half. But we'll see how these two teams come out from halftime, what adjustments they've made, and how they're feeling coming out of the break. Lighthouse going to look to maintain their lead, and Lakewood going to try to battle back from this one.
And right now, Harmon, 6 points for Lakewood here at halftime. Now, those coming off three-pointers, both of them. I'm a little surprised we didn't see them try to go to him a little bit more and get some more of those threes. We'll see if maybe that's something they look to do here in the second half.
So for the Lighthouse Lions, they're going to bring out a little bit of a different look than their starting lineup. Steve Carr, Devarius Stewart, Malachi Bowen, and Sean Hathaway, as well as Tracy Fillon will be out there. Lakewood's going to start with the ball. It'll be Harmon inbounding to Tallarico, Bontrager in as well, along with Fetters and Fowler. A quick trap from Lighthouse. Broken. Harmon swings at top of the key for Tallarico, drives to his right, kicks it to the corner. Fetters kicks it back out, right wing, drive, dish, back to Fetters, and he knocks down the three-pointer to give Lakewood the quick lead here at the beginning of the third quarter. Great ball movement there by the Panthers, and they get a three-pointer to take the lead 30-28 with 7.5 left in the third quarter. Lakewood on defense now trapping a loose ball. Steve Carr collects for the Lions. Lighthouse in possession. Carr picks up his dribble, kicks it back out. Fillon has it. And a drive, and the ball knocked out of bounds.
Lakewood staying strong on defense here once again.
Inbound pass to the corner. Stewart thought about the three, instead drives, pulls up, stops his dribble. Ball tipped away, collects it again, gives it to Fillon. Lighthouse with the ball. Fillon gets it back, right wing. Cross-court pass, collected by Carr. Carr on the left wing, the 2-3 zone for Lakewood, moving around, active hands. Stewart gets it at the top of the key, thought about the three, drives on Bontrager, tipped away, and a long pass stolen. Steve Carr gets it for the Lions. They come the other way. Carr picks up his dribble, passes it back left wing for Devarius Stewart. Stewart inside to Hathaway. Hathaway drives. Ball still loose. Hathaway collects it again. On the floor, Lighthouse with possession. Carr drives, rims around, toilet bowls out, and the rebound comes down to Stewart. Stewart pass down low to Bowen. Bowen lays it up and in, and we're tied at 30 after a frantic possession there for Lighthouse. 6.5 to go in the third quarter. We're tied at 30 apiece.
That whole possession, a scramble, Rhett. Lighthouse comes out with a bucket. That's got to be great for their confidence coming out of halftime.
Fowler with it, swings it back to Bontrager. Bontrager pulls for three, misses off the back iron. Fowler goes up for the rebound, can't grab it. Carr comes down with it. Lions pushing it up. Pass stolen by Tallarico. Stewart thought he was going to be able to get it ahead, but he wasn't. Tallarico brings it up, slows it down, gives it back to Fowler. Fowler up to the top of the key. He slows things down a little bit for Lakewood Park and gives me a chance to catch my breath. Harmon with it on the wing. Right side drive. Ball tipped away. Stewart comes the other way with it up the left side. Drives and a charge taken. Fowler gets in position and draws the contact. So the first foul of the half is an offensive one on Lighthouse. 30-30 the score. 5:46 left in the third quarter. Panthers and Lions in the Big Cat battle tied.
Third charge of the day taken here by Lakewood.
Selfless basketball. Got a stoppage there. My timeout, says the referee. Clock didn't quite start there. And now it does on the inbound. So Lakewood in possession of the ball. Tie ball game here. Fetters gets it down low, pass it back out to Bontrager, who nails the corner three from the right side. And a 33-30 lead for Lakewood, looking to take control of this game with the trap on defense. In trouble is Stewart. Stewart splits it, and he gets called for a travel. Josh Pike and Jovi Tallarico in position with the double team there. Fired up after getting the turnover. Lakewood with a chance to take control of this game, up by 3, looking for more. Tallarico crosses the timeline, gives it back to Pike. Pike splits the D, drives, gives it up for Bontrager. Bontrager down low, lays it up and in. Bontrager, 5 straight points for the Panthers, and it's a 35-30 lead for Lakewood Park with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter over Lighthouse CPA rather.
And that Pike and Bontrager connection has been a good one so far, right? We've seen a few assists from Pike. 3-pointer no good there by Carr.
Rebound collected by Hathaway. A laser pass down low, and Malachi Bowen lays it up and in, so the line's not going away quietly. A ball tipped out of bounds right at the scorer's table. That thing had some mustard on it. Stewart gets a hand on it. It's going to stay with Lakewood, but a 35-32 lead with 4:48 left in the third quarter for the Panthers. Looking to add to that with the ball here.
And Lakewood Park now trying to go against us half-court defense.
Pull up no good, just inside the three-point line from Fetters. Other way come the Lions, and the drive no good on the layup, but a foul before the shot, says the Zebra down there. So it's going to be Lighthouse ball on the right side of the lane, underneath the basket. Foul is on Aiden Fetters. 35-32 the score, 4.5 to play in the third. Lakewood with the lead, but Lighthouse with the ball. Inbound pass, three-pointer instantly up, no good. Missing there is Fillin. Rebound comes down to Fetters. Lakewood the other way. Bontrager gets it, jab step, drive, a whistle and a block. Hathaway not happy with that call, and Ryan, honestly, that thing happened right below us, and I got to say that I'm not in agreement with that call there by the referees. Obviously, they got a better angle on it than we do, but, it looked to me like Hathaway was already set.
Yeah, I would ride in the same car with that, Rhett. Hathaway had good position down there, and I think Bontrager a little bit out of control as well.
Tallarico with the shot on the inbound, misses it, grabs his own rebound. And Bontrager is still playing a little gingerly right now. That ankle he tweaked in the first half. A drive by Carr, and the floater with the right hand good in the middle of the lane right off the NLC logo. And Bontrager really not moving up the floor well. He's trying to push through it.
And right, he was good until he took that last shot inside the hole there. Fetters gets one to go down low. We'll see if he gets substituted out or if he stays in this ball game.
Pike goes up high and hangs in the air on the transition layup by Bowen. He does get a piece of it, but he also hits Bowen on the body. So these two teams still searching for their first made free throw of the game. Lakewood Park with a 39-34 lead over Lighthouse. 3:48 left in the third. Malachi Bowen at the line to shoot 2. And Bontrager checks out of the game with that ankle injury. Hopefully he's able to return for the Panthers. And we got it, Ryan. The first made free throw. Bowen knocks it down. 39-35 now.
Only with 3:48 left in the third quarter, it's not like it's never too late for a free throw, right?
Absolutely not. Free throws win ball games, my friend.
It may cost somebody this ball game in the end.
So 39-36, a one-possession ball game. Lakewood with the ball and the lead. 3:40 left here in the third quarter. Pike running the point, passes it to his left for Fowler on the left wing. Ball tipped. Collected again by Pike. Pike drives left, nearly steps on the baseline, but doesn't. Harassing defense by Steve Carr. A pass out taken away by Fillin. Fillin down the other lane to his left, and a foul on Tallarico following behind him.
Tallarico gonna pick up that foul, but trying to stay aggressive. Only his first of the day, so a good thing for him.
Yep. 3.5 to go in the third. 39-36, Lakewood leading Lighthouse. Bontrager on the bench for the Panthers, getting some athletic tape there on his ankle. Could be a good sign for him to return. A turnover by the Lions. Tallarico collects. Fowler gets it again. Ball tipped. Fowler recollects it there. Pike in possession. Pike with 8 points of Lakewood's 39. Out to Fetters. Deep three on the way, no good. Tallarico hustles, gets the rebound. Layup, no good. And the rebound comes down to the big man Hathaway for the Lighthouse Lions. Coming the other way is Stewart. Stewart drives, lays it up right side, tipped away, no good. Pike comes up with it. Pike pushing it hard up the left side. He's going to take it himself, lays it up left hand, no good. Tallarico collects the offensive rebound for the Panthers. Fetters gets it near the volleyball spiking line, goes to his right. Now standing at the top of the key, slows things down, gives it to Pike on the left wing. Pike surveys, goes to his right, decides he wants to reset the offense. He's guarded by the big man Hathaway, a mismatch there for the guard Pike. Pike gives it to Merkel. Merkel back to the top of the key for Fetters. Fetters goes to Fowler. Fowler turns it over, taken by Carr. Carr pushing the ball to the floor. It's a 1-on-2 break. Fowler the only Lion back. Ball tipped. Carr collects on the tip by Fowler. Merkel gets it, passes it up. Pike collects, passes it down low. No good on the pass from Fetters. Ball down to the other end. A deep pass. Bowen collects, misses, turnover. Tallarico comes the other way, and holy guacamole, Ryan. Are we moving quick here? And a timeout taken by Steve Oberlin. Full timeout. We're going to go ahead and take a break from this game. This pace is going to kill me, Ryan. It's going to break me down. 39-36, Lakewood at the lead over Lighthouse. 2:10 left to go in the third quarter. Full timeout. We'll be right back with more Wawasee Warrior basketball. Invite action on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance Agent Dan Buckman. Located behind Syracuse Glass, offering a full line of auto, home, property, business, health, and life insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. 574-457-4807 or online at danforinsurance.com.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Third quarter action almost back underway here between the Lakewood Park Christian Panthers and the Lighthouse College Prep Academy Lions. The Lakewood Park Panthers from Auburn, Indiana, and the Lighthouse College Prep Academy Lions from Gary, Indiana. Both these teams having to make a little bit of a trek up north. Well, more, for Lighthouse, more east than north, but nonetheless, a trip here to the Wawasee Holiday Invite. These two teams duking it out right now. Lakewood holding a 39-36 lead over Lighthouse with 2 minutes left in the third and in possession of the ball. Hindle handles for Lakewood. He goes to his right, sets up on the right wing, brings it back. A cut by Pike inside, kicks it back out. Tallarico decides to pull on the three. He knocks it down, but before that, a foul on Pike on the charge. In possession was Jacob Berry to take that one for Lighthouse. So under 2 minutes now, a 3-point lead for Lakewood, and Lighthouse needing a response.
And Lighthouse showing they'll take some charges too.
Yep.
They're not afraid to stand tall in the paint there.
Bowen brings the ball up the floor for Lighthouse, passes it to Mays. Mays trapped. Ball tipped. Stewart collects. Down low. Hathaway up and in. And it's a 1-point lead now for Lakewood. 1:35 left in the third quarter. Hindle brings the ball up the floor for Lakewood, looking to hold on to their lead and possibly extend it on this possession. Tallarico flashes up top, collects it inside the W logo at midcourt. He's guarded by Berry. Swings it now right for Merkel. Ball tipped and a turnover. Lighthouse collects.
Lighthouse with yet another steal. Pike not coming to the ball there, resulting in that steal almost. Stewart the kick.
Stewart drives and dishes, and a three. Mays doesn't get the shot off, and he catches it again, so a travel call there. Got a little bit scared as Josh Pike came flying past him. You know, Ryan, watching Josh Pike, I'm kind of convinced he could throw one down too if he had the chance. He's got some good ups. He's not a very big guy, only 6 foot, but he's got some ups. As Lakewood Park comes the other way, and an errant pass from Harmon to Tallarico turns it over. So Lighthouse with the ball again, under a minute to play here in the third quarter. A 39-38 lead for Lakewood Park. Lighthouse in possession. On the drive is Stewart. He kicks it out. Three from Mays up, and it is good. So Lighthouse, under a minute, reclaims the lead, 41-39. Pike in possession for Lakewood. Brings the ball to the floor, stops, kicks it up to Tallarico. Tallarico drives, right-hand layup. No, it's good. Thought that thing was going to bounce out. He didn't use the glass there, but put it straight in. We're tied at 41. This game back and forth. A good battle. Winner gets Wawasee later tonight. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Similar situation as the end of the first for Lighthouse. a chance to hold the ball and get the last shot here.
And, Red, it seems like we either have sloppy ball from both guys as we see a three-pointer here, no good. Bontrager the rebound. Now they're pushing the ball up here. Lakewood's got to look here. They're going to shoot a shot up here. That's good with 10 remaining.
Under 10 to play, 43-41 lead for Lakewood. 8-7-6. Pass out. Drive again. Stewart lays it up, and that one's off. Bontrager collects. 1 second. Pike gets it, puts up a shot at the buzzer. No good. Did not get it off in time. But Lakewood comes out and erases that 1 point halftime deficit. Outscores Lakewood by 3 points to go up 43-41 here going into the fourth. We'll take a quarter break in this game between Lakewood Park and Lighthouse CPA. It's 43-41 Lakewood. We'll be right back with more Wawasee Warrior basketball. Invite on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you in part by Chubby's Pub and Grub in Syracuse, offering burgers, wings, fries, pizza, daily lunch and dinner specials with a family room. Chubby's Pub and Grub on State Road 13 in Syracuse, proudly supporting our Wawasee Warriors.
Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV is brought to you by Syracuse Pizza Hut. Pizza, pasta, wings, desserts, adult beverages, indoor seating for the whole family, online ordering, and all-day delivery in the Syracuse area. Syracuse Pizza Hut, 574-457-8300 or online at pizzahut.com.
Now back to Wawasee Warrior basketball on 93.7 FM The Mix and CPG TV.
The ball in their hands. Lighthouse trailing 43-41 to Lakewood Park. Just starting the fourth quarter here between these two teams. Winner gets Wawasee in the late game tonight. Lighthouse looking to erase the deficit as Mays handles for the Lions. He decides to pull up the three-pointer off the front iron. No good, but the rebound grab by Fillon. Fillon lays it up, no good. Merkel comes away with it, and a jump ball called. It's going to be Lakewood ball.
Brett, Lighthouse taking some threes here lately. They've had some success in this ball game. We'll see if they go to that in the fourth quarter or try to go into Bontrager and the post.
Tallarico handles for Lakewood, passes to his right from Merkel. Turnover there, taken away by Mays. Mays the other way, and Tallarico gets the block. But I think he didn't get any contact down there on the body, so Tallarico goes up and gets a block. It's a block party here for Lakewood Park. Couple different guys getting in on the action. Fetters will come in for Lakewood Park, and Merkel will go to the bench. Still a 43-41 lead with 7.5 to play in the fourth. Lighthouse in possession. Right corner, Barry has it. Gives it down low. Taken away by Bontrager. Trying to find Fillon. Bontrager brings the ball up the floor. Pike gets it. Top of the key. Swings it left. Tallarico jab step. Gets it middle for Bontrager. Ball tipped away. Stolen. Barry coming the other way with it. And Tallarico gets the foul. Tallarico doesn't agree with that one there as he thought Barry ran into him. Nonetheless, it's the fifth foul of the half on Lakewood, so they're creeping towards that 1-and-1 opportunity for Lighthouse, which could come into play later in this game depending on what happens here.
You know, I would say that would be a good thing going to the free throw line, but right from what we've seen today, I don't know if I would want to go to the free throw line with how many misses we've seen from not one but both of these teams.
Stewart with the ball, drives to his right, keeps it, goes reverse layup, no good. Bontrager influences the miss there. Bontrager kicks it out to Tallarico. Tallarico spins away from Mays. Tallarico brings the ball to the floor, stops, gives it to Bontrager. Bontrager down into the corner. Three on the way. Harmon misses it off the front of the rim. Bontrager collects. Spin move. Puts it up right hand. No good off the back iron. Ball loose. Grabbed by Hathaway. 43-41. Lakewood still with the lead. Ball loose. Tallarico pokes it away. Mays takes it up the floor the other way. Down to the left side. Fakes the pass. Drives in and ties the ball game with the layup. Some fast-paced basketball here resulting in a bucket for Lighthouse. They tie things up at 43. Harmon in possession. 6.5 to play in the fourth. Tallarico collects. Looking to swing it down low, gives it to him. Fetters with the ball, lays it up and in off the right side. 45-43, trading buckets here. Lakewood with the lead, 6 to go in the fourth.
And both these teams are trading buckets because they're getting good passes. You see yet another
There's
one
another
there.
one there. Inside pass to Barry. He lays it up and in. Great ball movement right now by both teams. Those halftime adjustments that we thought needed to be made have come out here. Pike collects it for Lakewood, swings it to Harmon. Harmon down in the post for Bontrager. Bontrager back out to Harmon. Harmon thought about the three, didn't pull. Swings it back out to Tallarico. Tallarico, the floor general, directs, gives it to Pike, who decides to take the three from deep right wing. No good. Rebound loose. Stewart comes away with it up the right side of the floor. Behind the back dribble. Harmon falls to the ground. Still on the drive. Pike influences the shot, but Stewart gets it to go anyway. And Lighthouse claims a 47-45 lead with 5.5 to go in the fourth.
Stewart dribbling through almost everybody, it seems like, out there.
Bontrager gets the pass down low, drives in, pulls up, and knocks down the mid-range jumper, so we're tied again at 47. These teams going back and forth. Got a real barn burner here. 5 minutes to go in the fourth, and Lighthouse in possession, a tie ball game. Mays goes right, passes to Stewart on the right wing, on the Warriors logo there on the floor. Now comes back to his left, and he sets things up at the top of the key. Devarius Stewart, the point guard, running things. He's got 8 points for the Lions. Goes to his right, breaks down Harmon, kicks it out, shot fake. Barry drives, pulls up, and knocks it down the mid-range jumper. 49-47 now Lighthouse with the lead.
A nice look by Barry there. Could have shot the three, took the short corner two instead.
Similar shot to last possession for Bontrager, but this time he comes up empty. So 4.5 to go in the fourth. 49-47, Lighthouse Lions leading the Lakewood Park Panthers.
Rhett, what a ball game we have in our hands here. Really, it's been close outside of those first few minutes where it was 12-3 Lighthouse. It's been close throughout here.
A tough battle here that has big implications because the winner gets Wawasee later, and a tighter battle, so these two teams having to play their starters a lot more than Wawasee, who handled Garrett by 33 points and was able to rest their starters and have some fresh legs for the second game of the day tonight. 49-47. Lighthouse with the lead and the ball. Under 4 to play now. Lighthouse kind of slowing things down against this 2-3 zone. Hathaway working the middle, but a three on the way. A deep three, but missed short by Mays, and a rebound goes to Pike, and a foul on the rebound goes the other direction. Foul is on Tracy Fillon for the Lighthouse Lions, and Fillon will go to the bench.
His third foul of the ball game.
And checking in will be Malachi Bowen. Tallarico with the ball, gives it to Harmon on the left wing. Harmon passes inside. Fetters can't collect. It's taken away. Coming the other way is Stewart. Stewart drives right, and a foul called on Carter Harmon. Grabs Stewart to keep him from driving to the lane there. So 3:31 exactly on the fourth quarter clock. Regulation, at least. Could be more time after that, depending on how this one unfolds. 49-47.
And, Rhett, one thing I've really noticed, whenever really either team tries to feed the ball inside to the paint, almost every time there's another one or two defenders there that are able to get a hand on it. That's why we have so many of these tip balls where guys are scrambling to the floor or getting those thrown passes out, you know, the big passes that get that offense going. We'll have to keep an eye on that and see who's able to clamp down the paint. Clamping down the paint.
Stewart's trip to the line results in 2 made free throws and an extension of the lead for Lighthouse. 51-47 now. Fowler in possession, gives it to Fetters. Fetters from the right corner, no good on the three. Back iron. Tallarico boxes out but doesn't get the rebound. Pike gets it, pulls up from the free throw line. He knocks it down. 51-49 Lighthouse with the lead. 3:10 left in the fourth. And a timeout taken by Lighthouse. Coach Nick Moore for the Lions decides he wants a 30-second timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it right here for you. 51-49 in the fourth quarter, 3:10 left to play. A great game between these two teams. Fast-paced, back-and-forth basketball. A lot of points being scored, and it's been a good matchup so far for the winner gets Wawasee in the late game tonight.
And we've talked about it before. You know, this has been a sloppy game. This has been a clean game at times. But it seems like whatever one team is doing, the other team kind of mocks it in that, being either sloppy or clean or hitting threes or finding the paint wide open almost, which is interesting because it almost seems like the strength and weaknesses are vice versa for these teams.
So Lighthouse with a 51-49 lead. They also have the ball right now. 3:10 left in the fourth quarter. In a mostly empty Hardwood TP gym here. Not a lot of interest in the Syracuse community and a long drive for both these two teams. Lighthouse with the ball, more than happy to play stall ball at this point with a 2-point lead and 3 minutes to go in the fourth. Lakewood, the zone trying to harass him into a turnover. Mays in possession on the left wing, swings it back top for Stewart. Stewart gives it to the right for Barry. Barry down low to Hathaway. Hathaway going to work on Bontrager. Good D by Bontrager. He collects his 6th block of the game. It's tipped out but collected by Barry. Barry goes left for Stewart. Stewart comes back top of the key, and he's going to pull things back and reset. Stewart guarded by Fowler. Fowler matching up well with him, keeping him in front. Stewart goes right now guarded by Pike. A little hand fighting. Stewart comes back, swings it top of the key. Barry has it, goes now left for Mays. Under 2.5 to play, 2:20 exactly, 4th quarter, 51-49, Lighthouse with the lead. Lakewood got to force a turnover if they want the ball back.
Rhett, Bontrager averages a block and a half a game, definitely way over that in this one, and a great ball game from him so far.
So good defensive possession there by Lakewood. Lighthouse still in possession of the ball, but a timeout taken by Lighthouse. It is I think a full timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it right here anyway. Got a lot to talk about in this one. So Lighthouse comes out of that last timeout that we just had, and they come out and 2-3 zone defense for Lakewood, but Lighthouse controls the ball. Nearly lost it one time on that possession, but they still are in possession of it with a 2-point lead. What's your strategy if you're Lighthouse right now, Ryan?
Rhett, they've tried to go down low the last few possessions, and Bontrager's really been there. We believe he's got 6 blocks up to this point. I think they've had some success here in this second half with that 3 ball. I would like to see some guys like maybe Carr or Mays take those. We've seen Barry hit a couple too, so they can maybe get a few 3s going. We know how that can go for momentum. You know, a 3 always gets everybody hyped up on the team, and that also can kind of hurt Lakewood because you're going up by 3 instead of 2, but it's got to be the defense where you stay strong as well. You can't give up points if you're going to be taking 3s.
So the teams break the huddle, and with 2:11 left in the 4th quarter, a tight one here between Lighthouse, CPA, and Lakewood Park Christian. The Lighthouse Lions leading 51-49 over the Lakewood Park Panthers. And the Lions will bring the ball in. Barry gets it into Mays, who gives it right back to Barry. Barry guarded by Fowler. Barry goes to his right, looking to get around Fowler, gives it to Hathaway, who power dribbles, kicks it back out, collected by Bowen, and Bowen gives it back to Mays. So under 2 minutes now, a tight one here. Lakewood trying to stay alive in this one, and Lighthouse trying to put this game on ice. Pike matching up with Stewart. Stewart in possession for the Lions, poked away by Pike, out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Lions.
Rhett, Lighthouse had a look inside there, kicked it back out inside, and kicked it back out outside instead. I think that might have been because the big Bontrager was right there while Hathaway could have went up.
1:40 on the 4th quarter clock, 49-51, Lakewood trailing. Lighthouse still in possession of the ball. They're really working the clock on this one. Lakewood needs to force a turnover because, in theory, Lighthouse could milk this one down. Mays in possession, guarded by Tallarico. Passes it down low. Bowen in possession, gives it back out to Mays. Mays on the left wing, guarded by Tallarico. A minute 15 left in the 4th quarter, 51-49. Lighthouse with the lead over Lakewood Park. Mays goes to his right, gives it back to Stewart. Stewart guarded by Pike, a minute and 7 left. And a foul committed there by Pike. So Coach Oberlin for Lakewood Park deciding it's time to get the fouls going to get the ball back. 51-49. Could be a 4-possession game depending on what Stewart does here at the free throw line.
And Lakewood Park not fouling earlier there. I think they were trying to, maybe hope that Lighthouse would drop the ball or maybe throw a bad pass like we've seen numerous times here, but it's not happening.
First free throw good by Stewart, so it extends the lead to 3. It's now 52-49 in favor of Lighthouse over Lakewood Park. Again, I may remind you the winner gets Wawasee tonight in the late game, scheduled to start around 7:30. The first one will go at 6, and that's the loser of this versus Garrett. And a 4-point lead now for the Lions as Stewart knocks down the free throw. Pike comes the other way, collects it, loses it, and turns the ball over. So a big turnover there for the Panthers. Stewart coming the other way, and another foul on Pike. That's 4 on him. And the 8th foul for Lakewood, so it's a free throw game now for Lighthouse. Can they knock them down and extend their lead, ice this one away, and get a big win over a very solid Lakewood Park team and take on Wawasee tonight?
The ball just running away from Pike, excuse me. Rhett, we've seen Pike really take it inside, then like to dribble it back out to that mid-range and pull up there. It almost looked like that's what he wanted. He also had Harmon, who's got 2 made 3s in the corner.
The first free throw good, for number 3, I should say, by Stewart. He also makes the second. It's a 6-point lead with under a minute left. Tallarico drives, gives it to Bontrager. Bontrager goes up, lays it up and in, back down to a 4-point game, and Oberlin takes the timeout. A big bucket there for Lakewood Park. They needed that one. A full timeout, but under a minute. We'll keep it here. 55-51. Lighthouse with the lead over Lakewood. That's 16 points on the game now for Bontrager to lead all scorers. But might not be enough depending on how this one shakes out with Lighthouse leading by 4 with 49 to go, Ryan.
Red, his average is 18.3, so still under that, but we've really had a quiet game from him up to this point. Not a lot of scoring in that first half. He's turned it up here in the second, but we'll see now, crunch time. This is where your big players step up. You know, they always talk about the star players come out in key moments and big moments. We're at 49.5 left on the clock. You're down 4. Is there a bigger moment than this?
No, there's really not. It's going to be a free throw game again for Lighthouse because, you know, no shot clock here. There's nothing to force a change of possession except for fouls or a turnover. So I would imagine that with the free throws upcoming, or the bucket made and Lakewood going on defense, I should say, that Lakewood Park would come out in a press, I would say, to try and force a turnover before Lighthouse can break the timeline or to get a 10-second turnover, what have you. Lakewood going to try to come out in that. They are going to come out in that press defense and try to force a turnover because they desperately need one down by 4 with 49 seconds to go.
Lighthouse.
Hathaway inbounds it deep. Barry breaks the defense and lays it up and in. It's a 6-point lead again. 45 seconds left. Lighthouse up 57-51. Bontrager has it. Bontrager drives, lays it up. It's good. Another 4-point deficit facing for the Panthers. Tallarico fouls, and Barry's going to go to the line. So 18 points for Bontrager. He definitely got his tonight. But again, it might not be enough. With 37 seconds left, it's a 57-53 lead for Lighthouse. And at the line is Barry.
Rhett, what about that Hail Mary pass, though, by Lighthouse?
Yeah, Lakewood really lost track of Barry on that one, and he's able to break free, and a good find by Hathaway, sending it deep, looking like a quarterback there.
Rhett, I don't know if the players for Lighthouse were more excited or if their head coach, Nick Moore, was more excited about that. He was jumping up and down on the sidelines.
So the first free throw is good by Barry, pushes the lead back to 5. So 37.1 left on the clock in the fourth quarter here. A 5-point lead for Lighthouse. Barry looking to make it 6 and to just kind of keep the Panthers at bay here. He misses it. Bontrager collects. Lakewood pushing it up with urgency. Pike gives it up. Fowler pulls the trigger on the 3. That'd be big. No good, but he gets his own rebound. Gives it to Pike. Pike decides not to take the 3. He drives. Takes it himself. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebound collected by Mays, and 24 seconds left, and a foul on the play. A double bonus opportunity for Lighthouse with a 5-point lead, and Fowler gets called for the foul, his third of the game. 5-point lead. Fourth quarter action. 24 seconds left. Shamar Mays will be at the line to shoot 2 and could effectively, ice this game. These free throws, they've come up clutch with these free throws. That they've only missed one here in the last couple opportunities. And the jinx of the broadcast, you know about that one. They missed a second one there. So it's still 58-53. Mays at the line. If he makes this, it'll be a 6-point lead. Shot up, no good. Bontrager collects. Pushes it himself, gives it to Harmon. Harmon cuts back, guarded by Mays. Comes up, drives the floor, kicks it out. Pike collects, 17 seconds left. Got to have some urgency if you're Lakewood Park. Pike drives, lays it up and in, and a timeout taken by Oberlin. So 58-55 the score now. 12.1 seconds left on the fourth quarter clock. That those 2 missed free throws came up big for Barry.
Yeah, right. You mentioned it. We've seen a lot of made free throws by them recently. Unfortunately, somebody decided to jinx them, though, causing a few misses.
I don't have control over that. It's a basketball gods.
But nevertheless, we saw quite a few of the missed ones earlier, and we talked about it. It's going to cost one of these teams here. Right now, Lakewood being the ones on the receiving end, but they're able to get a shot up and tie this.
Yep.
You would think it's got to be Lighthouse that it might cost them now.
And regardless of the outcome of this game, Lakewood's got a chance right now. Obviously, Lighthouse is in possession of the ball. Lakewood's gonna if Lighthouse can get the ball inbounds, Lakewood is gonna need a quick foul because there's only 12 ticks left in the fourth quarter here, and Lighthouse working with the double bonus. And depending on what happens here, if I were Lighthouse and you do turn the ball over, what have you, I would honestly consider fouling Lakewood.
Yeah.
Lighthouse has only committed 3, and if you foul them, you slow the game down and don't allow them to get more than 2 points at a time, and you're up by 3 right now. So depending on what happens here, the ball gets in, Fowler commits a quick foul, Stewart collects, and he's going to go to the line. Stewart was perfect earlier from the free throw line. Maybe I jinxed him again by saying that. Who knows? We'll find out. But Stewart will be at the line. He's the lone Lion on that side of half court. The other 4 stay back to play defense. Bontrager and Harmon are the Panthers down there with him, as the first free throw is good from Stewart. So the 1-5 Lighthouse CPA Lions are looking to take a win over the 4-2 Lakewood Park Panthers, as Stewart makes the second free throw to make it a 5-point lead. 10 seconds on the clock. Harmon brings it up. It seems fruitless at this point, but he pulls it for 3 anyway. Misses it. Fowler can't collect. Hathaway comes away with it. And with 2 seconds on the clock, Lighthouse is just going to dribble this one out. And they're going to take this one 60-55. So a 5-point win there for the Lighthouse CPA Lions. They move to 2-5 on the year, and Lakewood Park falls to 4-3. So the Lions will take on Wawasee tonight in the late game. And at 6 p.m., the Lakewood Park Christian Panthers will take on the Garrett Railroaders. Both of those games will be here on the Mix and CPG TV, whether you're watching online, listening online, or in your car radio, whatever it may be. So a tough-fought battle, but in the end, the Panthers unable to get the job done as Lighthouse comes away with the win, Ryan. So, what really influenced this game down the stretch, in your opinion?
We talked about it early in the ball game. Basketball, a game of runs.
Yep.
We saw early Lighthouse made a run, Lakewood Park come back, then they made a big run. It went back and forth, but the last run, a 16-12 run in favor of Lighthouse, and they won by 5. Mm-hmm. You look at the numbers there. I'm no mathmatician, but that worked out for you. They won that last run. They won the ball game. That's how the dust settled out for them.
Yep, it really was. And Bontrager, the leading scorer for all teams, I believe he ended up with 18, I think is what he had on that game. So right around his season average. We did get to see that one dunk, that electric thunderous alley-oop earlier. But
is it okay if I'm mad I didn't see more than one dunk?
Absolutely.
Is that okay?
If he's capable of doing that, he really got limited in that game, and he got 18 points, but it feels like he wasn't really as much of an impact as he was because they weren't running the game through him. They weren't using him as their offense. They were kind of moving things around and doing some other things with some other guys, and so he got 18 points, but a lot of it wasn't him making it happen. It was ball movement and movement off of him, and then resulting in an open layup or whatever it was.
Don't forget, Pike had 10 off the bench, too, so we'll see, his impact was big in the game, had some key turnovers there late in the ball game, but 10 off the bench is always a good thing.
Yep, looking ahead just a little bit at the schedule of these two teams, Lakewood Park has a 2-week break after tonight's game. They'll take on Smith Academy on January 14th. And Lighthouse has a quick turnaround. However, they'll be at Gary 21st Century on the 8th. So these two teams, one of them will have a game coming up quickly, and one will have a couple of weeks off to kind of relax a little bit here once they go back to school and get back into the swing of things. But the winner tonight, or the winner of this game, Lighthouse CPA Lions, will take on the Wawasee Warriors tonight around 7:30. You can hear that right here on the Mix 93.7 FM and watch on CPG TV. Lakewood Park, the losers, will take on Garrett. That game will also be here on those two media outlets as well. For my broadcast partner, Ryan Lockhart, it was a joy broadcasting with you. It was great to be back, Ryan. I don't know about you, but I had a lot of fun with this one.
Oh, for sure, Red. It was a blast. We got to see a big dunk in this one, an alley-oop dunk. We got to see good defense, good offense, bad offense. We got to see it all in this one.
We did have a little bit of everything. For my broadcast partner, Ryan Lockhart, I'm Rhett Coleman saying thanks for joining us, and happy holidays, everybody.